in my walk while I was listening to yesterday's playback. One thing I thought about was why white people don't act like immigrants. They don't act like white immigrants act like immigrants. They act like they wasp or something. And that irritate me. And then another thing I thought about is it was a part on yesterday's replay. I don't know how I got to talking about it. Oh yeah, somebody said try living in Port-au-Prince in the comments, right? So I was like on the replay, I forgot I even said this. I was like, oh no, I'll be terrified. I'll be in the corner somewhere clutching my pearls like I've been dropped in the middle of a war zone.
I remember that.
You remember that? So that brought this question. Black Americans, if you was dropped in Port-au-Prince right now, if you was dropped in Port-au-Prince, or the original question was, can Black Americans survive in third world countries? But they wouldn't let me print that.
We wouldn't be. I survived in St. Lucia for a month. My mom had to ship over food for me, but I learned to adapt while I was there. So yes, we adapt anywhere we go.
Yeah. I'm telling you though, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. After the video and the documentary I saw about Port-au-Prince, I don't know. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I think, hey, I'd be fighting for my life, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to go up
Listen, I
against
probably be.
witchcraft, people on sticks, they grilling people and guns every bush. I mean, come on, I'm from the hood, but I'm saying like running around looking like witches and all this other stuff. I would be traumatized. I don't know.
If you can
I think the
survive in
biggest
the
thing.
hood, you can survive that side.
Nah, bro, it ain't the same.
It is the same. I
With all
It
mean,
ain't the
that
same.
trash and the no clean
I'd be
water.
asleep with a broom in my hand.
in the hood,
Look, we'll
in
find
the
ways to
hood,
be creative, but we all gonna
Yeah,
be super skinny, Miss Love, because the food ain't the same.
in the hood, you can't even
right.
pass 3 blocks. You know, you can't even pass 3 blocks.
I don't know what
So
hood
you
y'all
can
be at,
survive
but I
that
ain't never
side.
been uncomfortable in my own hood or anybody else's
Of
hood. It ain't
course
matter.
you
Oh
ain't.
no,
What you
I ain't.
mean?
I never been uncomfortable in nobody else's hood, but I'm talking
That's some
about
coward shit, bro.
I mean, if we can lie to
no
ourselves,
some of
yeah.
the
Don't
stuff.
you go? Don't you go around looking around your shoulders? Of course you
Who
do.
Look, I've been in
Man,
you?
Ethiopia.
it's
I
all
did
You
good
work
in
in
know
the
what,
hood.
Ethiopia for
Kamo?
3 months.
Not
I
Like
on
did
my
what?
work in
You
shoulder,
Tonga
know,
for
Kamo.
three
you
months.
know.
Trust
I
me,
ain't never
bro.
been scared as scared as these people in our hood. This is weird, bro. This is crazy.
It's
I
all
Y'all
it's
see,
wouldn't
all
y'all
over
good
y'all
in
my
the
really need to
hood,
do
shoulder.
vote right.
push-ups when y'all wake up in the morning.
I
There's
mean,
no
we can lie
trash
to
over my
ourselves,
shoulder.
though. You said there's
Wait
no
a minute,
trash in
y'all.
the
Hold
hood.
on, Taylor.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Go ahead. We're gonna get to you. I just wanted to make sure you said something, Taylor. Um. Okay. Who turn was it? Nobody.
Me,
Nobody responded to that. Um.
I
Vote
told
right. Did you
Kamo.
want to
He,
respond? It's on Kalo. Okay. Thank you, Netherpool.
yeah,
yeah, I wanted to respond to somebody who's saying there's no trash in the hood. Like, come on, man. We can do better. Even if we lie, we cannot over lie. That's overdoing it. Like, that's overdoing it. You can
It ain't.
survive anywhere.
It ain't that kind of trash like y'all got. You want
It
to
is
address the
that kind
point?
of
No,
trash,
it's
and I
not.
can tell you where.
Where is that
Um,
kind of trash?
in
I have to go
Michigan,
on mute. I'll
number
be back.
Okay.
Camden, New Jersey.
Mississippi.
Camden got a lot of immigrants.
Don't blame it on the immigrant. Don't do that. You know.
Okay, just address the prompt.
Okay. Oh my God. Could black Americans thrive outside the United States? I mean, yes and no. Um, because you know, as we all know, this is the so-called first world countries, and many people are way too comfortable. You know, and outside America, comfortability doesn't pay. So I think that the FBA will definitely not survive, not even one bit. But I feel like the black Americans and those who call themselves African American, they will, but they will have a little bit of a hard time. But I think they can do it.
I disagree. I say that wherever we go, we'll adapt. We'll have it popping. And I mean, it is what it is. The projects anywhere, whether it's a hut, we'll have that hut on and popping. Any
I
any
mean,
shanty town, Kalo, we will have that thing up and running and popping for real.
Hold on, I just
is
got a notification. Hold on, Kalo. I just got a notification that 60% of the people in this live is not following me. Y'all, whether you like
damn.
me or not, follow the host. It don't cost y'all nothing. Come on, can I get some follows? Please like, follow, and share the live. Kalo, go ahead and land your plane so we can get to Jeffo.
Oh yeah. So I want to ask you a question. Why is the hood not popping? I mean, if you could say you could go make somewhere else and make it popping, first start in the hood, make the hood popping, and then you're gonna be good.
Yeah, that's a bunch of man, Jesus. Listen, my man, if you're scared to go to the hood and you have to look around your shoulders, just go back home. It is very simple. It is hella simple, bro. Why are you so afraid of everybody, bro? Relax. And it
I
is
didn't say
already
I was
popping.
scared.
That's why you got the reason why you're there is because we had it popping. All right, we did
No,
our
no, no, no,
job.
no. They
Now do
send
your job and
immigrants.
leave. It's very simple.
Look, they
You feel
send
me?
immigrants to the hood because that's the starting point. Why you think many immigrants leave the hood? Because like that's the poorest of the poorest. They cannot send him to a nice neighborhood. It's like you're gonna complain that the government is giving them money, so they're gonna have to start zero. That's why they leave. The hood is not popping. Don't say that. Many rappers they say that the hood is not popping. Don't do
Okay, let
that.
me ask you a question. What do you mean by popping?
I mean, according to Soul, popping, she means
Can I
Hurry
like
up and say that because we got to move on.
I'm gonna move on, Miss Love. I just want to say it ain't where you living, it's how you living. So popping meaning you can turn a project house into a mansion. You know, it ain't where you live,
That's what
it's
I
how you
thought it
live.
meant. Yeah, so
where?
you don't even know what the word popping means, bro. Just
Where
go
has
back.
that been
Just
done?
yeah, it's
Where?
all good, fam. God,
Where has that
everywhere.
been done?
What you
Everywhere.
mean? I know plenty people who live in public housing or yeah, public housing. And they got
Where?
clean, nice. What you mean where? What you mean where? In
I mean,
Detroit?
where?
In Florida?
Did you just say Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit.
Lavoie, you not
Boy,
been
they
close
got
to, but
brand
it's
new.
okay.
You know what the difference is? Detroit, they got brand new look like brownstone public housing. Okay? Master bedrooms with bathrooms in it. All right? Don't try to compare our low income population to people over there in Africa who gotta wash their clothes in the damn river or stream with the goddamn horses and cows and they own ass in there with it with the laundry and whatever else y'all use it for. I don't know, but it's
It
insane.
applies
So don't
in
do it.
2026 if you go to
No,
Africa.
I can't even hear you. Go ahead, Jeffo. What's your ethnicity?
Haitian and Black American. Okay. And,
I got a crook in my neck, and y'all is not helping me today.
oh,
Listen, Jeffo is Haitian. Go ahead, Jeffo. Just address the prompt. Ain't nothing wrong with being Haitian American.
I did.
Just because you
I
don't
acknowledge
agree,
both.
no, just because you don't agree with bi ethnics, and you feel like, but your kids is bi ethnic, so you should be in support of bi
That's why I said
ethnic.
I agree. I'm both.
No,
But
I'm saying you not both. Your children are. Oh Lord, your children are.
cause Black
Jeffo, keep
American.
it real, Jeffo. Come on now. Have some integrity on the panel today.
Oh, I
Right.
always have integrity. I love my Haitian heritage for sure.
Well, why you
Cause
mad
Black
that your
Americans,
kids? You should be. It should be good enough for you
of
that your
course, of course.
children. That your
I just
children.
be,
That,
I just be,
hold
I
on,
just,
Jeffo. Hold on. I just want to tell you, so you can get past this by ethnic stuff. Okay.
I just be,
It
I
should
just be
be good,
trolling and
Jeffo.
stuff.
Hold on, Jeffo. Hold on. I know this might hurt. You might not understand. You might not like it. But Jeffo, it should be good enough for you that your children are bi ethnic. You don't have to be bi ethnic, but at least your kids are bi ethnic. You should just that should be just good enough for you.
What if he is though?
He not. He African. He Benin and Haitian. All right, Jeffo. Now
I
go
just,
ahead and address the prompt.
Miss
Cause
Love,
Black
honest to
American,
God, I just be trolling for real.
I know you do, Jeffo, but my neck hurt
Could
today.
Black
Okay.
Americans thrive outside of the United
Mhm.
States?
Mhm.
Yes and no. So like maybe Europe, maybe Europe. I could see Black Americans thriving in Europe. I could see Black Americans thriving in Canada. I can see Black Americans starving in Canada. I can see Black Americans starving in a lot of places. Probably not any third world countries because the way the growing up style is different and it's like a lot more harsh, to put in better words. Like everything is just different.
Taylor B, you want to answer the prompt?
Ew, can you hear me?
We can
Can
hear
you
you
hear me?
now. What's your
Oh, okay.
ethnicity?
Oh, yeah. So I'm
Hold
black.
on, real quick.
Oh,
Hold on, Jeff O. I'm gonna rotate you down, okay? I know you be in and out anyway. You can come back up, okay, Jeff O? Thank you. I'm sorry, Taylor. Go ahead.
okay. So yeah, I'm Black American. I was raised in Florida, but my family is Southern. So we have to go to the north to go to the south. I wanted to answer the last prompt, but I guess I'll answer this one. And then if we have time, I'll answer the last one. So I'm a Black American that has lived abroad. And I still do live abroad right now. So Black Americans do thrive in other countries, but Black Americans go to other countries with a plan. So we do not go to other countries without proper paperwork. We don't go there without looking for work. We don't expect to go there just for the scenic, the scene and the atmosphere. We're going to go and we want to maintain our same, like, the standards of living. Whereas when you have people coming from African countries or the Caribbean, the bare minimum in another country is even better than what they're used to. So yes, Black Americans do thrive abroad, but when they go abroad, they have a plan, they have tons of money saved, and they also have that safety net that is needed to that a lot of other people don't have, and they're not willing to gamble to leave their security in the US to go somewhere else and be like a beggar. So that's the first thing I want to say. Can I answer the last prompt too, as love?
Yes, go ahead, Taylor. You got one more minute.
Okay. Okay, so just really quick. The last one when you're talking about the white
Thank
immigrants,
you, Jeff
this
O.
is a big this is a big thing. This is where white people get the chance to be called expats. And then you have all the other people who travel and they get called immigrants. Black Americans, when they travel, they also are called expats. And a big difference where Europeans and people in the States, when they look at Black Americans traveling abroad, they don't look at them as people who are going to leech off the system. So we do get way more respect. And a lot of them think that they can kind of semi-dress like us and be considered Black American, but even Europeans can spot it and they can tell the difference also with phenotypes, like, like your facial features and stuff. They can tell the difference. People think that they can't, like a lot of Africans think they can't. They can tell the difference. So that's it. I just wanted to comment on that because I did have a little experience in this
Wait a minute,
department.
Taylor.
Yeah, what's up?
While we got you here,
Yeah.
how you know they can tell the difference? Did somebody say something? Did you have a discussion or anything?
I did. I recently asked. I was on a road trip and there was a guy, he had black skin and we were in Europe and everyone was in who I was in the car with except one other person. We were in the car. They were inside of like a truck stop, a gas station stop on the highway. And the guy was outside and he was wearing kind of like semi hip hop clothing. And I just asked, I said, do you think that person is Black American? And I was listening to Tariq. So like, I've never asked that before, but it was, Tariq goes on really late at night, but I was in Europe. So it's like 8, 9 o'clock. That's like the perfect Tariq time when he's at home. So I was like, do you think that person Black American? And he looked at the person. And he was like, no. And I was like, why? And he was like, he kind of looks like he's stuck in the 90s. And I was just like, and what else? And then he just started to comment on little like things. And he was just like, he just doesn't look like a Black person. I was just like, oh, okay. It was just real simple. I just like, oh, do you think that person looks like a Black American? And he looked like, you know how like some of the Somalis have that really like deep skin, like some Indians have that as well, but you can still look at their phenotype and their hair texture and you can tell that there's something else there. That's how it was. So yeah, I asked. That was the first time I actually asked a European. But yeah. And you could just kind of look at it.
I wonder what they say. I'm sorry. Soul got a question. It's some people probably got questions. If you can give us a
Okay.
minute, Taylor. I
Oh
wonder.
yeah.
Do you think they can tell us and Caribbeans apart, like Jamaicans?
I think they can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes it's with the manner. I can tell. I'm from South Florida. And my even like when I grew up, I didn't grow up around Africans. So I didn't hear Akata, but I heard like Yank. And I can tell from different mannerisms that they weren't like me. And then as I grew up, I started to learn like I didn't know about different Caribbean countries. I just knew like, oh, this person's kind of different. All I knew was about was Haiti. I grew up, it was like a lot of Haitians moved into the neighborhood at one point in time. When it comes to Europeans, maybe not necessarily with Caribbeans, especially like second gen, but I do think like, you know how they come to the US and they create their little enclaves, like like, for example, my brother looks like my dad's side of the family. They have hazel eyes, light skin. We have the same mom and dad. My mom's side of the family, like it's just the way that our genetic makeup is so diverse. We look different. We just look different. Where you look at them and it almost is like looking at, it's like harsher features. And so like some of the Jamaicans, they'll stick with Jamaicans. So like that gene pool stays like exactly the same. Like how you look at a person from the Cameroon, from Uganda, you can tell like
Yeah,
different features.
yeah.
Yeah. So I
They
think
do
that they
have
can
a
tell that
certain look.
something's up.
And you know
Mm-hmm.
what? That made me think of, and no shade to no women from New York or nothing, but like in Detroit, when we was growing up, like in the '90s and stuff, we used to go to New York a lot. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
people in New York had this stigma of all the girls from New York being unattractive. Not saying that that's true, but I heard a lot of men in the Midwest saying that, And now that I'm older and I know, like it's heavily immigrated there. That's why I think that that, in my opinion, that's why I think that a lot of Black American men were saying that about New York. Have
Well,
y'all
like
ever
growing up in
heard that?
South, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
Have y'all
I've
ever
heard
heard that,
that.
Black American men?
Oh, 100%. Yep. Yep. We used to go up there to New York and we used to try to, holler at shorties and all what have you. But we used to ask, what can you cook? Can you cook? And we used to look at their shoes too. If their shoes were clean, we knew we were good. If their shoes were dirty, our grandma put us on that though. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I see. I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, I never said that. Listen, but that's what the men say. But now, I see there's a lot of immigrants there.
Hardwig heaven.
I just wanted to ask her, how was life living abroad, and do she get treated like an immigrant?
Okay, so I lived in the south of Brazil once, and then I now live, I won't say the country because this is like a burner account. I have another account that has a decent amount of followers, and I do work for like a corporation that fire people. So that's why we here. But so there's a hierarchy that I think that Africans are in denial of, especially the ones who I'm not. So this is a hierarchy, right? Black Americans, then it's the Africans who've come over who have married well, and that's how they have their citizenship or whatnot in the other country. Then there is the Africans who have of residency, black melanated people have some type of residency, and then it's the people who a lot of them were smuggled on the black market. And I've with this thing as well. At one point in time, I used to interview melanated immigrants, black immigrants, African immigrants in my country, and hear their stories. So a lot of them, there's like black markets for the people who come over on boats and stuff. Like it's like a travel agency. So I do not. Have I been racially profiled? I have. I know this is, none of us agree about everything. I am in a relationship with a European, but I live my life in Europe solo. So I'm walking around and doing all that stuff on my own. So we do get treated differently, and they can tell the difference. I don't want to say it's not arrogance. That's what some people would consider it. It's like our confidence. Like we walk into places, no problem. You know, something's not right. We do speak up. I wanted to comment on something else really quick earlier. The gentleman talked about putting the money in your hand. I've talked about this before. This is very American. In Europe, a lot of places will put it on the counter, even if you put it in their hand. So just for an American, for Americans traveling abroad, a lot of Europe, they will give you the money on the table, no matter what it is. That's just the customary. A lot of people will have commented that this is like racism they've experienced abroad. It's a cultural thing that's normal. I just want to throw that out there because I heard a gentleman talk about that earlier. But no, I don't get treated like I am. And they know. That's the thing. They know. I have a lot of friends who are Africans who have immigrated to Italy in other countries, and they're going through their whole thing, and they know the difference. They have eyes. And that, I mean, like if you go to South Africa, you'll see the difference of the black South Africa, what they call them, coloreds and the black and whatever. You can feel the envy of you being able to walk around with respect and like people let you in. So yeah, no, you actually, it's different. They do see the difference.
Hey,
Yeah,
sis.
I can attest to that too. When I was in Ethiopia working on that solar panel field, yeah, they hate it too. They used to call me white boy out there. They say your mama, and they keep it going. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a they can tell 100%. There, Togo too. That little town, that little country, Togo, on the west part of Africa, same shit. You know what I mean? So excuse my French, by the way. Yeah.
Man, you good. Hey, sis. Miss Taylor.
Hi.
When you getting rid of that white boy coming back to the crib and getting your FBA brother and settling down over here? Because I'm from the crib
You know
too.
what? Even if I enjoy living in Europe just in general, I work and travel. So
Uh-huh.
I would never move back to Florida. That's for sure.
No, I
I
ain't
don't live
saying
in
Florida.
Florida.
I'm saying United States.
Oh, well, or you mean like if I lived in the United States, I would just date openly. I mean, like I'm not saying, and this isn't necessarily about me. There is no, I'm happy with my life currently, so I'm just chilling. I'm just enjoying everything. I am, I'm soft. People say soft life, hard wig or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I
It's
was just
not.
getting ready to say that. Yeah. Don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm still Black American. In all those and all those whatever. But yeah, I
Well, you
mean,
see what Serena looking like, right? You see what Serena looking
I
like?
don't know what's going on with Serena.
Okay,
Oh,
well, we don't want you looking like that. We don't want you looking colorless and crazy, and you know what I
but you
mean? We
know,
need
growing
you.
up, they were raised Jehovah's Witness, and I know I don't want to take over your change your topic, Miss Love. So I'll just go real quick. When we grew up, my mom's mom is from Mississippi, and her dad is from Valdosta, and then my dad's family is from Gainesville. Both have native on both sides as well. And my family were the outsiders because their parents came from Mississippi. So it was like, a bunch of other, Black people in the area, but we were like the people who came in, my mom's family. And one thing that they always did, and I don't know if it's because my mom's mom was what they call high yellow, or my dad's mom, like my grandmother was definitely like native, hair down to her butt, like that
Right.
whole thing. They always instill you are beautiful as being a Black person. So I don't know what happened with Venus and Serena that they would do the bleaching and all that other
No.
stuff.
We ain't talk. Listen, you missing my point.
You
We
talking about just
can.
being with a white person?
No. That's not my point. My point is we going through a renaissance right now over here. I don't know if you've been
Mm-hmm.
hearing. Okay.
Yeah.
We can. My grandma from Valdosta, right? So check this out.
Mm-hmm.
You need to come over here, right? This is a family. I'm not getting on you. I'm just saying this is a family talk. You need to come your behind on home. Adonis need to come on home. Everybody outside, the person living in Kenya, all y'all need to come on home. We building here now. The tether class are leaving. Let Europe heat up and start unaliving all them white T boys over there. Get rid of that white T boy. Come on over here. Get you a nice FBA brother. We got Boat right here. Well educated Black gentlemen. We got plenty of FBA brothers out here for you. You got the
I'm
whole
not.
slew to pick from. Okay, and come
Two
over here and
things can
build.
two things exist in the same time. I won't even get into that topic because I don't even think it's about me. But I will say this: I have enjoyed with living in Europe, also educating people because I still get it. Like you're black, but from where? And I still enjoy those conversations with Europeans of questioning like our lineage, because they look at it as you're black, you must be from what black country. So for me, that also, I remember Tariq, when Tariq mentioned the whole like the Tucker Carlson, when Tucker Carlson mentioned FBA or whatever, it's like bringing it into those white spaces, which allows them to actually see us as, well, what are you looking at as white? Why are you, I mean, as black, why is this such and such, like having those
Listen,
conversations.
sis, we from
So,
Florida. They
but
don't
I
matter no
appreciate
more.
it. Listen.
They
Nah, I
listen what I'm saying.
appreciate it, but
Listen what I'm
this isn't
saying.
about
Just hear
me,
me
my
out.
dating life, or where I
Okay,
live.
hold on. Listen, they unaliving. They don't even matter no more. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? They literally don't matter no more. In 20 years, they already saying they not gonna be on the earth no more. Come over with your people. Come build with us. We love you. We want you here. Okay, and you don't have no reason
I'm not neglected, bro.
I'm not saying you are. Don't put words into my mouth. I'm just telling you. This
Okay,
wink, wink,
Maroon.
I'm
nudge.
not.
Maroon, come on now.
I'm just
Yeah, it's
saying.
not like I don't feel love. I talk to. I'm really
Doing
close with my
what you
family.
want to do.
Yeah, like I'm good, bro. I'm good. I
You're not
appreciate
in
the
danger,
concern or
Maroon.
whatever.
Maroon is a super
Yeah.
protector of black women.
Exactly.
I am
Miss Love
too,
know where I'm
sis.
coming
And
from.
Taylor Boo, you can always come home. America loves you.
Well, that's the thing. Like, and I love American. I love being American. I'm Juneteenth in it abroad and all this other stuff. I love that, and that's one thing that I will say, that with Europeans and even like Europeans who come to the States, when you look at Black Americans that go abroad and Europeans that come to the States, one of the big things that the dominant society sees with these people is they have a place to go home to that is respected and that would be a source of comfort. And I think that's one thing when you look at people who are coming from, Africa or the Caribbean or whatnot, like you don't see online like Irish people. You see them, they're deport. I know people from Ireland and stuff that have been deported that's overstayed their visa, but you don't see them on TV like kicking and screaming. Also, just really quick, you also when they
That was a
portray
good
us as
point there.
yeah, they don't you don't see them kicking and screaming,
Right.
crying, begging, kissing the floor. But they also don't portray us as dirty, nasty people. And Tariq talked about this yesterday on his live when he was talking about, we never went out of the house dirty, ashy, none of that stuff. Even if you think of our TV shows, 227, think of Sanford and Son. They lived in a junkyard. It looked, I went back. I was like, it's
It's a good
clean. Like it
time.
doesn't, yeah. Like we
Listen,
always, once we got
the point.
control of our
Listen,
image, it was,
that's fine and dandy with them crackers. I'm trying to tell you, they about to start cutting the check. Let me put it out plain for you. They finna start cutting the check. You need to be over here in the United States so you can get your check. You picking up what I'm putting
listen, I'm
down?
good. I can listen. I'm still a
I don't
U.S.
care what
citizen.
white
I
tea
still
people
pay
think
my
about us.
taxes.
We from Florida. We call them a cracker and keep it pushing. You
That's
understand what I'm
fine.
saying?
Listen. I'm honestly, I'm
Listen,
trying to be respectful. I'm gonna take that
Are we
advice
being
and I'm
respectful?
gonna
I'm
just
just
stick
letting
it
you
up
know
on.
they about to
leave
start cutting
her
the check.
No, you're
alone.
not, because
We
I'm
not
telling
spending
you,
it in
I'm done
Europe.
with.
Okay, leave her alone.
I'm
Thank
That's
literally.
you.
all
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying, bro.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm good. You said it. You said it,
Okay.
yo.
All right, listen. Okay, let's move the show forward.
Anyway, thank you, love. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to
You're
say.
welcome.
I don't know
Thank
if
you,
anyone else has a
Taylor.
question.
Yeah,
All
wait a
right.
minute. Hold on, Taylor. Let me
Yeah.
ask you
What's up?
another question. So, do the
Mm-hmm.
do the do the cause have you heard the little rift between the people who call themselves the Black Brits and the Africans and everybody else over there?
Yeah, I have heard of that because I follow a bunch of people on YouTube. I watch their playbacks. Um, I don't know. The Black Brits are strange because they can call themselves Black Brits, but most of them are like first, second generation there. But when we
They
say
come from
Black
the
American,
Windrush era, right?
yeah,
Like
but like
women,
we're saying we're Black American and we're like six, seven generations
right?
here, and they get upset when we say Black. But they've adopted our terminology there. So whenever I see
So,
it, it
do
just
you
looks like
notice
jealousy.
though? But do you notice a rift between them there?
No, mm-mm.
Because
No.
they delineating too.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know they're delineating, but I haven't noticed like a
A
big
rift,
like.
okay.
Yeah, no. But a lot of them don't have that same smoke. There was a British newscaster that talked about. Remember when I think it was in Sinners when he was called the N-word, when they were called the N-word on stage, like before the Oscars. It was somewhere in the UK or something like that happened, where the guy with Tourette's called Michael B.
Yes.
Jordan. Okay, so there was a newscaster who had stated, she was talking about it on one of the little channels, and she was like, if it were the black people, and I'm paraphrasing, in the UK, they wouldn't see a problem with it. And when I heard that, I was just like, oh, so she knows they're passive. So they don't keep
Right
that
on the head.
same smoke. Yeah, they don't keep that smoke, and they know it. Like the white Brits know that the black Brits are docile. And there's some videos online as well talking about how black Brits are trapped. And I have it queued to watch later at work. But yeah,
Wait,
it's
I thought
they're
they be
awake.
over there putting BTA the way they be online.
Nah, none of that. Plop plop plop. None of that.
What?
None of that.
Okay, all right, thank you. Jeffo, you had a question for Taylor?
Yeah, she's from South Florida. So
Okay.
Taylor, so every
Hi.
time I get presented on this podcast, they deem me as a liar and stuff like that. Do a lot of
Let
black
him
American
finish his question, y'all. Go ahead,
do a lot
Jeffo.
of black American girls not date Haitian men? Or am I lying?
Okay, so I know of Black Americans that date Haitians, but I also know of a lot of Haitians that date Haitians. I don't think there's this avoidance of it, but I do think that Haitian men have made a negative stereotype, enough negative stereotypes that Black women now avoid them as a precaution. I mean, I think that's just something. I think it's fair enough to say, like, hey, this demographic has been relatively whatever. But also, I hear of a lot of people that say, like, Black Americans were like mean to Haitians or whatever. I learned as an adult that some of the people that I grew up with were like Bahamian and like Cape Verdean. I didn't know of those countries as a kid. We were
Right.
all, to me, it was like Haitians, Jamaicans, and Blacks. And then I knew like some people from Mexico and like Central America. But like my geography knowledge was so limited, I didn't know of this stuff. So I've looked, after listening to so many panels, and like Haitians have talked about Black Americans who have such and such. All I can look at it and say is, like, what I remember is those people who were picking, I now know those people were not Black American. It was Caribbean on Caribbean, CRIME or whatever.
Right.
So I'm there's not like this big boycotting, like, because they say there's a lot of Black American women that say they like Zoes. Like, they talk about that type of stuff. Like, they look at it as if it's
Thank you.
like, there's like sex appeal for it. So I don't think
Thank
so.
you. Thank you.
Sex appeal.
Thank you.
What part of
Thank you.
Florida you say you from again?
I'm from Broward, yo.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I've
nah, man.
been
You keep
So
saying.
Taylor, another thing
Nah,
too,
hold on. Let
Taylor.
me give context real quick, because this Haitian right here making
Wait
it
a
seem
minute,
like every.
because she did also say that she knows some who dated Haitians. Like, that's a normal question. It's a segment of Black people who would date outside the ethnicity. So she didn't. I mean, you know what I mean. And then she said, now that I guess Black Americans is on to you Haitians. Is that right, Taylor?
Wait, what was the last thing you Black Americans what?
Like the women, they know they ain't really trying to date them like that no more. Is that what you said?
I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised. I see women online now, they'd be like, don't date a Haitian, but they're talking about it because a lot of them have become baby mamas from Haitian men.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
Well, yeah,
even
it's
if they
normal.
was, it's slowing down. That's all she said. But go ahead, y'all.
I think
Cause
it's a
y'all like
certain
to go
crowd.
to hell. I
It's
already know it. So
it's no.
But the
What I'm
birth rates
saying
are
is,
also already
hold on,
dropping in
ma'am. Hold on, real
general.
quick. What's
Yeah.
important to recognize is that when you're hanging out with a certain crowd of people, and that's all you see, that's what you're going to see. She says she knows some that do, some that don't. If you're in that kind of crowd, it is what it is. Now, the rest of us in Florida, that's FBAs, we don't even mix and mingle with the Haitians because they don't mix and mingle with us. That's a fact. Which everybody else that's come up on this panel said they from the crib has said the same exact thing I said. We don't mix with them like that. We don't even hang out with that crowd like that. So two things could be true at one time. If that's a certain crowd that she hang out with, where they mix and mingle, that's her crowd. But for the rest of us that don't, we don't get the, you know what I'm saying? And then we look at
I
the
don't think there's
numbers.
a wrong answer.
That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm saying
Okay.
that's your crowd, that's your answer,
Yeah, but no,
and
but you're
the
making
rest
it
of
seem
us.
as if I'm saying it's a wrong answer. I'm
I'm
saying
not
that
saying that. You taking it that way. I'm not saying that.
but you made it a point to come up here and say
Did
what you
you
had to
listen to what I
say.
said? Did you
I
listen to what I just
did. I'm
said?
listening to what you're
That's your
saying, and
crowd. I just said what you said is correct for you. What I said is correct for me. Two things can be correct at the same time. That's all I said.
well, that's what I'm saying. This gentleman asked me a question, and so I answered it just in the way of the women that I know
You're
aren't
not listening to what I'm
necessarily.
saying. You
But you're
saying
not
exactly what
listening
I'm saying.
either.
What's
I
the
know, but
issue?
that's
You
what I'm
literally saying what
saying.
I'm saying.
But I literally
Like,
said the women that I know. He asked me this question, and you wanted to butt in and pretend like your name is Taylor. Your name not Taylor. You're
yeah, and
FBA
I'm a
Maroon.
mod heifer. That's what I'm saying. Y'all divestors. This is
Damn,
what I'm saying. I
heifer?
was not rude to
Okay,
her at
listen,
all.
y'all. Hold on. Come on, y'all. Chill out.
Oh, she gotta be a
I wasn't rude
heifer.
to her at all. She being rude off at the mouth, and I
Oh
never
my
called her outside her
goodness.
name or
Like,
nothing.
listen. Come on. Let's
Don't
just move
deviate from
on.
each other, guys. Come on.
Let's move on. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Let's
all I was
move
saying
on.
is that two things could be true at the same time. So
Yeah, that's what I
like,
just said. Ain't
what's
that
the issue?
exactly what I just said? Why is everybody saying the same thing different ways but getting different
Exactly.
reactions? Everybody. Like I said the same thing before Jeff will even look, let's just move on. Taylor, um, okay, thank you, Taylor, for coming up, okay? Jesus. Can't we all just get along?
Try Miss Love, but that divestor crowd and punks like Jeffo, I don't like them. I'm be real with you. Like, I
How
wasn't
you
rude to
know
her,
she
and
a
then she just started
divester
being
though?
rude.
Wait,
Huh?
listen, Maroon. I know you felt some type of way. I know you did. Okay, but let me ask you something.
Hmm.
Okay, what got you like this? Her dating a
Yeah,
white
cause listen,
boy?
girls like her, first of all, she don't got no South Florida accent. That's number one. So I know she cosplaying, but I let it slide. I didn't even want to go there with her. And then you talking about over in the UK, like what? And everybody know that Caribbeans go over to the UK. So she was claiming my people, but yeah, you trying to push a set narrative. The reason why she hanging around Haitians because she probably Haitian. So you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even want to take it all the way with her like that. I just let it slide and let it play out. Let Jeff have his little, fat hand round of applause because he wanted to make it seem like he was telling some truth. But then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna dead it. Unalive it, my bad. I love TikTok shop. And then I just went ahead and was like, okay, two things can be true at the same time, and I was just gonna go ahead. So yeah, no, I'm not even hostile right now. That's the thing, is like she just got hostile out of nowhere because I was like, okay, we saying the same thing. But that gender WAR stuff, that's that Caribbean foolishness I keep talking about. That's what
Okay.
Jeffo, he loved. He loved trying to make this division between Black American men and Black American women. That's why he laughing, because he lying like he don't got no FBA wife. And then he claimed his FBA wife from Detroit. We never seen her or heard her.
Detroit? No.
Yeah,
I said
that's what you
from
said. You said
Palmer
it
Rancho,
multiple times. And
Florida.
it's on
Her
YouTube. So
family
me,
is
hold
from
on.
anyways.
And it's on YouTube. So watch what you say. Yeah, I catch y'all tellers of
You
lies
did
all the
say
time.
Jeffo one time you did, but that's Jeffo be saying stuff and
Yeah, he a
then
lie. He a
just
big bag of lie.
yeah, then he don't say it. Then he just I don't know why he do that. But let's move on. No. We got Tabby here. Hey Greg. Hey Tranquil. Y'all let's move
What's
on. We
poppin'?
were
What's
about
poppin'?
to
Yeah,
hey.
peace and Pan Africanism to the stage.
Yeah,
Okay,
hold
hold
on.
on,
Um.
What's good,
Tranquil.
OG?
We gonna get to you. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey Tabby.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's your ethnicity? You done heard a lot of shit go down. You been up here like, what the hell? Huh? What?
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
God damn. People who be up here waiting on because you just never know. Welcome to the show, everybody. Shout out to my mod Soul and FBA Maroon and the panelists. You just never know what turn is about to take at any moment. You just never know. And I know sometimes when y'all be waiting on y'all turn up here, it can be like, God damn. But at least y'all got something to listen to while you wait. Okay, Tavi, what's your ethnicity?
Black American.
All right, you want to address the prompt.
Yes, could Black Americans thrive outside the United States? I also want to say before we start that I'm not the most knowledgeable person. I haven't traveled anywhere. I'm just going based off my experiences as a black man living in America and the things that I see as
Okay.
far as like,
All right,
yeah.
let's address the prompt.
Okay, I feel like there's a lot of Americans that aren't, Black Americans that aren't very articulated, like as far as like learning different things and trying to figure out the words to explain the things they need to understand to get their point across. So it comes off as like people from different countries see like only the things that are popularized, like gang violence and stuff like that, and all the other things that are shown and demonized by white people. So like when we go to different countries and there are certain people acting a fool or like misrepresenting black people, I feel like that they push like a prejudice or like a narrative on black people. So I feel like there are black Americans that can thrive in different places, but there are also those who can't because they're too adapt into like the American society where like there's so many prejudices and narratives painted on us because of the things that we went through back then, if that makes sense.
And whose fault is that? That Black Americans not articulate? Articulate in what ways? And what type of articulation do you need to have to go somewhere and sightsee, order food? Act? I mean, you think what kind of grade level you think it takes to travel the world?
No, I'm not saying that like as in like they're not smart enough, like black Americans aren't smart enough to understand different
No, I
things.
just want to know what you mean about are they not they don't articulate well enough. Articulate what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Can you explain that part?
Yes, I simply meant that like there are like a lot of black Americans that like from the hood basically. You know what I'm saying? Like people that like want to travel but they're prone to like the things that are around them, like your environment. So naturally like there are a lot of people that I know personally that like do all that stuff and like you know what I'm saying they want
You
to
know, a
travel
lot of
because
people from the hood travel. I
yeah,
went
yeah.
to before I moved out the hood. I traveled to 10 different. Let me see. I traveled no about 8 different places. The people in the hood they travel often.
No, I'm not saying you specifically because I can
I
tell
ain't
that
saying
you're
me specifically either. I'm letting you know. Do you come from the hood?
yes.
What hood you come from?
I live in upstate New York in Syracuse.
Is that the hood?
What the hell?
Syracuse is not the
Ain't
damn
no
hood, bro.
hood
Get out.
in
What he say?
Syracuse.
Did he say he's a black
And
American?
you said that's what he said, but he
Yeah,
got
you can look at my pen.
Syracuse, my man.
Dude, Syracuse is the suburbs. What the heck? Man, if you don't
Okay,
stop,
listen though. To you, it might not be the hood because y'all were raised in different places, but to where I'm from, there's
Jada.
a lot. There's a lot going on. Yeah,
Where
y'all
bro.
you
might. Yeah,
from? Where you from, bro? Because Syracuse ain't nothing like the Syracuse, my man. Come on,
It's
Come on,
son.
not
right?
the
You hear this?
hood. It's not the hood,
okay,
bro.
but listen though, you're not understanding. It may not may not be like that to y'all because of y'all experiences
Where your
and what
family
y'all
from,
go through
bro?
in y'all cities.
What part
But
of the
here,
south?
Right.
Hold
here
on.
it is.
Does the
Understand.
hood
Syracuse
equal
is
black
not the
folks living
hood,
there?
bro.
Does the hood to you equal black folks? Just if black folks living there is the hood, or what is the
No,
hood to you?
the hood to me is where you know what I'm saying where a low
He's a
poverty
liar, Miss Love.
a low poverty place
Miss Love, he's
where
lying.
Let him
He's a
finish what he's
liar.
saying.
okay,
Y'all
but
Hold on,
letting
listen,
him
let him
but
finish.
speak.
Let him finish right quick. Let him
listen though,
finish.
you can
Yeah.
go you can go on my account and see that I'm a black man. I don't have anything to lie about. You can look me up. I don't have anything to lie about. I'm
Where
simply
your great
stating
grandparents
like
from,
Miss Love,
bro?
he's lying because
Where
I've
your
been through
great
all through
grandparents from,
Syracuse,
Wait a
dog?
right?
minute. Hold on, RJ. Go ahead, Greg.
Where
We'll
are
do
your
the
great grand?
rebuttals. Go ahead,
How
Greg.
you doing, love? How's
Hey.
the panel? Everybody, peace. Everybody, peace
Hey.
to the chat.
Good, OG.
Tabby, where's
Strict
your
timers, Maroon.
Tabby? Where's your great
All right.
grandparents from, bro?
you said my great grandparents.
Your great grandparents, where they from?
They live here in Syracuse.
Where are they from? I'm sure they're not from Syracuse originally. Where are they from?
I wouldn't know.
Why? How would you not know
Oh,
where
He
your
might
great
be from New
grandparents?
York. He might be multi
Stop,
generationally.
Tranquil, before you get dropped.
Hold on, don't answer
Go
for
ahead,
him,
Don't
Greg.
gotta
Tranquil.
be
Let
from
him
the
answer
South.
for.
All right.
Let him
Have a nice
answer
day.
for himself.
Go
He's a
ahead, Greg.
grown man. So where they from, bro?
I like I said, I don't know, but I can tell you
Where
that
your grandparents from?
my grandmother's from Georgia State. My grandfather lives in New York, and that's it. I can't tell you farther down my family tree because they're not alive anymore for me to ask those type of questions.
Can I say something right quick?
Yes.
I think you're cosplaying, young bro.
Why would I
I'll
be
say something right quick.
cosplaying? Well,
I
okay,
don't even
well,
know if you cosplaying to be real with you. It's all from love, bro. But yeah, sir.
I
First and
think
foremost, just because there's a big population of FBAs or black folks staying in the area doesn't make it considerable or doesn't make it the hood. Just because you might see a bad thing happen then and there doesn't make it the hood. And do your
Oh,
genealogy and do your research and do some more reading. I ain't picking on you nothing like that. I'm just keeping it
no,
100
no, no,
with
I
you.
understand.
Yeah, I'm saying do your reading and just change your perspective of how you see the world. It'll help you change your perspective of how you see the world because the way you're and I'm not judging you. I'm just keeping it 100. The way you look at things, you're looking at it from a bourgeoisie kind of attitude where basically you're looking at them as they live in the hood. You're staying in the same area but it's not the hood where you're staying at because I don't know if you think you're in a higher plane or what have you, or because you lived a little better than these people. These people are in the hood and you're not. But that doesn't do a lot of good. That doesn't give you a lot of credibility when conversating with other people because we're hearing you call like a place like Syracuse the hood, and we're like, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? And it might not even. It might just be because you don't
Go
know
ahead,
about it.
land,
You know what
dog.
I'm
Go ahead,
saying?
land, because we
But
got a
I'll
lot of
land
people.
on that. Yeah.
All right.
I was about to say, now, can I ask you a question?
Wait, hold
Okay,
on.
Tabby, hold on,
Hold,
Tabby. I'm not done questioning you, man, because
Got
there's
you.
a
hold
lot
on.
of questions
Let
that
him
I
reply
gotta
real quick,
ask.
Greg. Let him reply real quick, and then you go after. And
No,
then
and then
RJ.
Ray J. Go
All
ahead.
right.
I mean RJ.
Listen, Ray J sound cool too. I don't know if RJ
Slow
like that
down
or not.
on that Ray J. Slow
Hey, that'd be killing me. All right, Tavi, you wanted to reply to Bo Right?
Yes.
All right, let me give you a minute. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question, right?
I'm all in.
What do you consider the hood?
1990 Brownsville 808 apartments, Crown Heights, that area like that. Give you a couple of areas.
Matter of fact, everybody in the comments, throw your hood up in the comments right now. I'll start first. Third and Dirt, South Side of Daytona
Hempstead,
Beach, nigga. PPU. Man, listen, bro. I can name a hood, man.
Rock Center.
Ross, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What
You know
Hey,
what
well,
I'm
hood you
this
saying?
hood's
naming?
Like
in every city,
I
We
though.
lived
said
in
in
all
the
those places.
comments. We said in the comments. Y'all come on and wrap this conversation up
Yeah.
right here so we can move on with the show. Go ahead. Is that it with you,
And,
Tabby?
No, nah. I was simply saying that like there are a lot of Black Americans that aren't articulated, so it's harder for them to adapt to different places in the world without having to without already knowing how to adapt to a different culture, being that we're already adapted to a certain culture already.
All right, go ahead, Greg. You got 20 seconds.
Again, so you got parents, right, bro? You got a mother, a father, right? Tabby, you got a mother and
Yes,
father, right?
yes,
They got parents, right? And their
yes,
parents got parents. So your mother and father could inform you about your grandparents, bro, right?
yes.
Why haven't they then? Or why haven't you asked?
I haven't asked because like as you live in life, you're gonna pay attention to the things that you got going on, as far as like
You gotta
not
pay
too much
attention
focused
to your
on
lineage,
your.
brother. Like everything you answered in an immigrant way. I do not believe that you are a black American in no form of
Well,
Oh
you can
my
fashion,
look.
bro.
You
God,
can,
bro.
you can look at my TikTok, my
Oh
Facebook,
my
my.
God, me, bro. I done been in this game a long time, Tranquil, and I know when I hear somebody who's not telling the truth, and he's not telling the
If he
truth.
was
I don't know any. Hold on, I don't know any black person that has ever entered the world that doesn't know their grandparents and their great grandparents and where they come from, bruh. Like this is simple stuff. This is long before any delineation or anything that's going on now. So what the brother is saying to me and what I'm hearing is somebody that's cosplaying. He called himself a black American. I do not believe you are a black American
Okay,
because
bro.
you don't hold on. First of all,
We got to land,
somebody
OG.
asks you about where your people are from, and you just come with some general state and not a county, not a town, and you claim you don't know your great grandparents, brother. I don't believe a word you're saying, bro. And then with Jeff O is handing you gifts and shit like that, that gets my antennas are raised at a high
I
standard,
don't.
homie.
I don't
And
even know.
you giving immigrant, bro, cosplayer. I
but,
land my plane with
And we
that.
got to move
what
on. Hold
yeah,
on. We got to move on. All right. Let's go to RJ.
What's good? This man came up here and said Syracuse the hood. So if anybody that's been upstate, you know, I'm probably saying it wrong. Cayuga County. I'm saying it right.
Cayuga.
Yeah.
Cayuga.
Yeah.
So I had a homeboy that was, he was, in the clink. So I used to go up there and visit him. And then after my visits, I would go to Syracuse. Ain't nothing hood about Syracuse or anything. Now, I drove to Buffalo. And this is, me driving from New Jersey to upstate New York. Buffalo is like, you see some things in Buffalo that will surprise you. So for him to
Facts.
say Syracuse is the hood, that had me tripping. Like Syracuse is not the hood, buddy. Like that's wrong. And I seen to me, I call it Pecklewood Town because I seen a lot of them.
Oh shoot.
And I land my plane.
All right.
Can
Doctor,
Tranquil answer the
no,
question?
no, no, you can't. Dr. Love, Uganda. Yeah,
Yes.
you got a better attitude today, or a couple of them.
Eh,
Yo, Mike. Yeah, calling me all
Dr.
types of
Love.
yeah, I
niggas and
just
all
got.
this other
Oh, did
stuff.
Yeah,
he? Oh, yeah, that was yesterday.
No, that was this
Doc,
morning. This
it was
morning.
this
eating.
morning.
I was
Oh,
eating.
okay. Hold on, Dr. Love. Thank you,
Yeah,
Maroon.
now
Dr. Love, how you doing today?
I'm doing yourself,
Hello?
ma'am.
Okay, listen. You called my mod Maroon the
Yes, hello.
N-word.
I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm doing.
Listen, you need to apologize for calling Maroon the N-word.
All right. So if there is any, I
It's okay to apologize. Because when you called
did.
him
I
the
said I
N-word,
apologize. I
you say you
apologize to
apologize?
all black people. I apologize to all black people around the world. Yes.
Apologize to me, nigga.
Said something to that
Apologize to
brother.
me.
Yeah, just pretend he's a white tea man.
Hold on. You got to apologize to Maroon, okay? You can do it so we can
I
move on.
I just did, ma'am. I just did. I've just apologized to all the black people in Australia, all the black people in America, all the black people in Africa. I mean,
Yo, he
that's like a
Now,
trolling,
can you
general
bro.
just
apology because
you
um,
apologize to Maroon?
I apologize to all the black people around the world. Yes, I apologize.
Will you accept that apology, Maroon?
No, because he didn't apologize to me. But we can move on. Because, they don't have accountability. That's why their homelands are full of trash all over the place. And that's what he got triggered at was the trash. The trash triggered him. So
Now he need to apologize because he's insulting me now for no reason.
I didn't insult you. I insulted all the Ugandans around the world. Okay. Y'all need to go pick up that trash over there in Buganda. That's what you need to go do. Pick up the trash, sir.
See the difference is that you guys were having a conversation here about the hoods and this hood is better than that. The country, dude.
We can't even understand what you're saying. The ancestors done cut out your mic. Yeah, hold on. Ancestors done cut out your mic,
We
sir.
The ancestors are African.
talk about
No. Tranquil, we're
we
going to get
talk
your
about
tether
the
self
country,
in a
dude.
second.
Like you guys,
Dr. Love, you doing
you
Uber
guys are
Eats right
talking
now.
about
Your mic
hoods
is behind.
and all that BS, dude. No, I'm just I went to eat. I'm just coming back from I went to eat.
What you ate?
Yeah, wait. I ate some. Alexa. It was one of the FBA's. He owns a restaurant out here in my city,
What city
and
is that?
I got some seafood. Miami, dude.
Man, if you
And he
don't
got
get your
some
behind out of
seafood,
here.
man. I like supporting.
A
I
Ugandan in
like
Miami.
supporting
Y'all heard it here first. I ain't never seen a Ugandan in Miami. Go ahead, Dr. Love. You want to answer the prompt?
Well, even if you see one, you wouldn't know because
I do know.
we
Y'all
just
got
look the
very
same.
select phenotypical features, sir. I know exactly what a Ugandan looks like. Y'all got a
So
y'all got a
what's
round water head, and y'all got that certain strong round cheekbones, and y'all just very round people. To be
You
honest
must
with you.
like
That's anti-black.
Uganda.
That's anti-black.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point.
No,
All
it's
right,
not
let's get it. I'm
anti-black.
not
I'm
answering the
describing
prompt
what they
yet.
look like. Go answer the
So
prompt.
could
Answer the prompt. Your mic is
so could
behind.
so so could Black Americans thrive outside the United States? The answer is no. You know why? Few of them can, but not all of them. Why? Because of the entitlement, right? The kind of benefits and stuff that you guys, treatment that you guys get in the US, and you guys look down on it. And when you come to this other different country, you have the same mentality. You feel like you get the same things and same treatment. You know what I'm saying? So definitely you're gonna have it a hard time to live in any country because of just the way you carry yourselves. Really, you know what I'm saying? You're not prepared to assimilate into other society apart from the YT society that you guys grew up around. You know what I'm saying? Or the BOK community, but you can't like assimilate and feel comfortable in other communities because there's a lot of things that you might say that might be offended, right? Like might be offensive to other communities, but for you, you don't care because you have the attitude and the entitlement. You're just gonna move on. You don't really care how much people you offend. So because of that, it's going to be hard, like really hard. And I'm seeing it already. It's a lot of Black Americans that are actually outside America are having a hard time living in Africa. They're having a hard time living in the Dominican Republic. They're having a hard time living in Jamaica. They're having a hard time living in Indonesia. Okay, so we can't say that all these countries they are bad. They are mistreating you guys. No, you guys, all these people can be wrong and you guys being right. You know what I'm saying? There's something with you guys that, you need to sit down and or talk to yourselves and see what you guys can do to fix that entitlement and start looking at people like somebody, like people that you can actually do business with, people that you can learn from, not just people that you feel like you are more smarter than them. You know more, you know everything than them. You feel like stuff like that. People don't work like that. Like you know what I'm saying? You got
All right. Does anybody have any rebuttals for the Bugandan?
Yeah, I got one.
All
Plenty of
right.
Thank
them.
God it's
I
over.
sure
Yeah.
do.
All right.
Woo.
Greg, Boatwright, then D1. Go ahead, Greg.
Love, Dr. Love. I don't know if you're a doctor. You're sure a doctor of HATE, because that's all you've been spewing for the past 2 minutes. I don't understand where you get all this. Black people aren't thriving anywhere. As far as I know, a majority of black people who are expats are thriving quite well, doing quite well. Matter of fact, I know a couple of friends of mine who are overseas right now doing great. And it seems to me that when we go into African countries, we have issues. Why? Because you treat us worse than you treat the YTs. You treat us like we're some kind of freaking magnet of money, but you don't do that to the YTs in your country. So yeah, we feel a way when we go to Africa, but any other country outside of that, we're doing great. We're doing great, even in Africa. But you still try to do us dirty and charge us double and triple the prices of things when they're not even charged that way. And that's one of the things you guys do, man. So stop the lies, Dr. Love, and the projection, because your people are doing horrible in every country in the planet. They're kicking you out. So that should tell you something right there.
All right. Bugandan.
Hello.
No. Okay, David, what's your ethnicity?
Oh,
Yeah, what's your
if I
ethnicity?
could, I'm hello. I'm
Yeah.
indigenous American as you can get.
Okay,
Cherokee and Choctaw.
hold
To
on,
that,
David. Hold on one
yeah.
second. We'll get right to you, I promise. Dr. HATE, you got a rebuttal for Greg?
He
got
got the final say on that, and then you're gonna go to whoever was next. Go ahead.
all right. So the things that he said, just mentioned, he said that we treat them Western YT people and all that stuff, and then he mentioned about how black people are thriving in other countries, and he's not mentioning those countries. I mean, that goes to tell you he's probably mentioning the passport bros going into these,
No,
countries, living in
I got a
apartments
black
from
American
apartments.
friend in Wales doing quite well. I got a black American friend in Dubai doing quite well, sir. And I can mention other places too. But you're a clown, so you wouldn't believe me if I said the truth anyway, because you goofy and stupid and silly. So
Okay.
cut it out, dog. There you go. There's your prime
Dude, that's what
example
I'm
right there.
saying. So when I brought it up, if you guys noticed when I mentioned passport bro, and then he jumped in and tried to defend that,
Well, you
right? So
tried to
this
make
is the
up a lie. You tried to make up a lie. I could name the countries, and I just did. So don't passport bro me. I don't
all
have
right.
friends who sit and go chase
You're taking
tail
my
in
time.
other countries, homeboy. Cut it out.
You taking my time, dude. That's very disrespectful.
Say
I didn't
shit
even put
about
my
your
point
time.
across.
It's time that you get
See,
your ass over to your country and
see,
clean that shit up. That's
exactly.
what you need to do,
This
bum.
this is
Instead of
exactly
worrying
this is
about black Americans and what we doing. How about you worry about you and worry about that
so
desolate country you live in, where the brain drain is so heavy that you can't even construct a road. Cut it out, Dr. Hate. I love TikTok shop. Cut it out.
so when you come into the country and then you talk to me like that, the way you just did, and you expect me to
I'll
treat you
talk to
well,
you any way I want to talk to you if you're going to talk to
Hold
me and
on, Greg.
disrespect
Hold
me,
on.
sir.
Because
What
we
are you
got to get the
talking
boat
about?
right. We got to get the boat right. Boat
yeah,
right.
I'll probably
Hold
see
on,
you the
Dr.
next.
Peppercorn. Hold on. Boat right.
Yeah, again, it's the same thing. Like he's saying, he thinks we can't survive anywhere because we're not cowardice enough and subordinate enough to basically survive out there in the world. It's all crazy. It's all BS, man. Listen, these guys, man, they ain't your friends. They just really trying to get you to be subordinate so they can be subordinate with you. And all they do is worship the YT and look up the YT. The only reason why they think that we have a significant advantage because of our proximity to YT. Just think about that concept. Like they think the closer you are to YT, the better you are. So that means they think they ain't shit and they ain't never gonna be shit. You know what I mean? I land on
Dude,
that.
YT people belt you, dude. They gave you everything, and you still don't appreciate
Whoa,
them.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa, whoa,
literally
whoa,
never
whoa,
gotten.
whoa, whoa,
Hold on,
whoa.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. Stay on your mic, please, until his uh, timer is done to spit peppercorn lies. Now go ahead, Dr. HAT or Dr.
So
Eggman, whatever
so
you are.
so So YT people, they broke you guys down. Then after breaking you guys down, they actually belt you guys back up. All right. So we see these things, even, the military system, they build you, then they break you, then they build you, but it's the same system
Let me
that they
tell you
used on you
something.
guys.
Let me explain
All
something
right.
to you. You're not going to talk about military personnel up here. Y'all disrespect
Wait,
the
wait,
military one more time. You
wait,
paved the way for
wait,
y'all musty
wait.
stuff to come over here. You will get dropped. Go ahead, finish your time.
All right. So now, once you do that, right? So it's the same thing when you're having now these Black Americans being big artists, being basketball players. All this is YT people behind it. The promotion,
Oh my
the
lord.
YT people are the one promoting your music, right? The basketball is the YT
Oh my
people. You guys
lord.
are actually playing for them. So what I'm saying. So all
What?
these things is just modern slavery, but yeah, they have changed it a little bit because of you guys' mindset. Then you guys feel like, oh, we made it. Now the reality is, no, you haven't made it yet, because they are trading these things with.
Okay, okay. And that's the
with
sound of a jealous
Jesus,
immigrant. But we can move
coward
on.
shit.
We gonna move on.
Yeah, that's the truth. We gotta say the
Yeah,
truth,
and
right?
I just want to make it known, Dr. Peppercorn, Dr. Egghead, that Buganda family has one of the worst histories in Africa, and that's what is his biggest issue is the problem of degeneracy and the lies and flies that they spread. This dude, if y'all, who is that? Oh, my bad. Yeah, if anybody knows the history of Buganda, you'll understand why this dude is talking like this. They're a very degenerate fourth world people with nothing going on. There's literally nothing happening in Buganda. It looks like a desert almost now because they don't know how to cultivate the land. So yeah, he can't say nothing about us.
He said it, man. They just need YT
I'm
people to give him something, and they'll be all right.
They done gave them a
Yeah, they are
bunch.
your.
We
t-
done
t-
did feed the children over there about 500 times already. They still ain't get it together yet. They
I
couldn't
will
cultivate the land or nothing. But we're gonna move on to
YT
Tranquil.
people are your
Hold
earthly
on, hold
god. You
on,
don't
hold
need to.
on, Dr. Evil.
what,
Tranquil.
oh my lord.
Yeah.
Yes,
If I
sir.
could
Okay,
be
David.
permitted
Thank
to
you so
speak
much.
perhaps.
Because yeah, I'm sorry, David. You just I don't. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I don't care if you're a Black American or not. Stop coming off the mic. Please do not disrespect the platform. We give everybody a chance to speak. Y'all know how fair we are. Y'all here every day. Stop, please. Just have some decorum. Do not let a third worlder get you out your. There's nothing this Buganda can say to you to get you out your body. I promise you that. He's a Bugandan. All right. So, all right, Tranquil.
Yes, sir.
And what's your ethnicity for the room?
Oh, yes, I'm a Haitian American, sir.
So you're just Haitian, right? Okay, cool. So you
I
want
was
to answer
born
the
in the
prompt?
States, sir.
Yeah,
Born
you're
in the
still a
States.
Haitian. You're still a Haitian.
Shout out to the
Could you?
Haitians, though.
Yep, you're Haitian.
Yeah, I'm proud too. I'm proud. But yeah, I think the answer to the question of the stage is yes and no. I think the country Black Americans can do well abroad, particularly in developing nations, very well. I think the urban, cityfied Black people, regardless of where if you're from the urban area, you're not gonna do well. It's too cushy. You're just not used to doing the work. You know, you're very comfortable, and yeah, you're not going to fare well in a place where you have to do more. But for all my Valdosta, Georgia, all my Birmingham, Tallahassee, country, good old fashioned country Black people, oh yeah, they'll make it anywhere, bro. That's
Okay. Well, thank you for that. D1.
that's what it is.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, what's your ethnicity?
I'm bi-ethnic. My mom's foundational. My father's Panamanian by way of Jamaica, so his ethnicity would be Antillean Panamanian. I'm
Okay.
from New York.
Thank you. I forgot. That's why
Nah, it's a lot
I
of
was
people come
being
up
a
here.
minute. I forgot. You want to address the prompt, D1?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Could Black Americans thrive outside the United States? Well, by every metric, the answer is yes. Um, let's break it down, okay? Economically, socially, and politically, these are the main areas that would determine whether or not we could or could not thrive outside the United States. Also militarily, but I'll leave that one for last. Okay. Economically speaking, we got it. We're the wealthiest group of Black folk on the entire planet. 1 out of 20 of us is a millionaire. 61% of Black men are single, childless, middle class. So that means we make between 45,000, 90,000. I'm not exactly sure what the number is for Black women, but I'm sure it's equal, right? And I know for a fact that Black women, they are doing their thing as well. Um, Socially, listen, a lot of our ancestors literally spearheaded civil rights movements that reverberated all throughout the globe and is responsible for a lot of the human and civil rights and conditions experienced by many different communities abroad. They owe it to our ancestors. We spearheaded those movements and it spread. So that gives us a lot of social clout that a lot of times we don't realize we have. And then for the last point, which is politically, listen, we're Americans by blood, not just citizenship. And that counts for something internationally because for a lot of different nations and a lot of different people, they really determine your status based on your nationality and your ethnicity. Now, obviously, race is a factor, especially in countries that have basically bent the knee to white supremacy. But the fact that we are American, it kind of gives us a special status that a lot of other people cannot really match. And for the last point, militarily, we have the most powerful military in human history. And people understand that when they're dealing with an American, we're backed by that military. You know, being being a Black American is like being a Kryptonian on Krypton. See, on Krypton, we fighting, we struggling, we doing the most, we getting things done. But when we travel, we realize like, wait, hold on. If I sneeze wrong, this whole country's gone. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the only really thing that's gonna hold us back is the language barrier, the initial language and cultural barriers, because like I said, a lot of these people have made deals with white supremacy and they've accepted that as a norm. And also the initial language barrier can cause misunderstandings. But Black people, we've been known to be top tier linguists. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just an initial barrier. Once we get over that, we have the resiliency to succeed. And I'll land there.
And D1, according to Japanese people, we're Viltrumites. That's the latest one we've been called. We've been called Stains and Viltrumites.
You
Okay.
know, it's crazy. I was in Japan when that meme started going on, bro, and I felt that same type of vibe, bro. That same type of energy. They really look at us like we built different, bro. That shit was
Because we are.
happening.
They said it themselves. That's not even our words. That's theirs.
Word.
Bro, and D1, did y'all see that video that's going around with the Black brother that's walking around Japan and people just taking pictures of him?
Yo,
No,
it's a
I
lot of
I've
videos
seen
like that.
plenty like it, but I ain't seen the
Yeah,
latest
Listen,
one.
this is
word.
a
He's
wild
Jamaican.
video
He's
if y'all
Jamaican.
come across it. Oh, really?
No, but they
Nice.
cosplay as us.
Yeah, he's cosplaying us anyways. That's even
Look,
more testament.
when I was in
But
Japan,
they're not taking a picture of an African. They're taking a picture of a black. They're thinking he's a black American.
yeah,
And
facts.
that's
That
what he goes around
has
telling
nothing to
people
do
too.
with. I was like, this is wild. I mean, like literally, the man was trying to eat. People just coming up to him with cameras in his face. I would have
I
been
thought y'all could
mad
tell the
on
difference.
everything.
What's going on? I thought y'all could tell the
We
difference.
do know the difference. Yeah, you are
Here's the thing.
We know
cosplaying
the
Ticklish
difference.
Tether.
I know for a fact that when non-black Americans travel and they have melanated skin, sometimes they will literally say that they're black American because, again, like I said, that's a status, bro. We don't realize how much power we have till you leave America because it's just different, bro. It's really different. They literally will say out their mouth, "I'm black American." Now, when I was in Japan, for example,
Who has said
I
that,
was
sir?
gonna, huh?
Who has
Say
said
again?
that?
Tranquil. If you don't learn how to stay on your mic, you
You
just
just
I
be
gonna
making
stand
just
the
shit
duck out.
up, bro.
All
I'm
right,
just
have a
man,
nice
saying.
day.
I'm
Have
gonna
a
drop
nice
him
day.
because he
They
don't
go
have
to
no
crash out.
decorum.
Yeah, they
We
go to
need to
crash
get to
out.
David. We need to get to
all
King
right.
David.
Yes.
I'll stop yapping. My bad.
No, you good. You good, D1. Just go ahead and land so we get to King David real quick.
Yeah, just I'll answer him even though he's not up here. There's actually a YouTube channels where they have different groups of people react to different videos and they come up on, it's kind of like a Jubilee type of thing. And I've literally heard Africans come up on those channels and say, when I'm abroad in Europe or when I'm in this place, sometimes I say I'm Black American because it's a different type of vibe. We get a different vibe, bro, and that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, David.
Thank you to the distinguished young lady who I've not met. I've been following you for months now. To the distinguished panel.
Thank you.
My, I'm totally appalled. I think I may be the oldest person on this thread here. If you saw a picture of me, you think differently. But I'm appalled for that brother to come on the phone and diminish people here in America. My mother fought with Dr. King. I'm a prodigy. My uncle was the great B.B. King. For that person to come on the telephone and say that Black Americans cannot assimilate in other countries, I'm married to an Ethiopian. I've lived in Kenya. I've lived in Iraq. I've lived in Afghanistan. I've flourished very well, access to over 40 different countries. He's ignorant. And I do stand with the brother, I think his name is Cameron. Anybody that say that if it was not for the people here, and I know the new term right now is FBA, but if you go back and trace your bloodline, I'm Cherokee Choctaw. I can trace my roots back to the 1400s, way before they called and say that white folks found. And for him to say that white folks assimilate and make us who we are, to the brother who just said he lived abroad, I've been all over the world. I have businesses in Europe, I have a company in Kenya, operate in that continent like it's 90 going north. In the continent, not the continent. But for the young lady, anybody that comes on your pod with that foolishness, we assimilate. There's Black women I know out of Miami, Florida. I grew up in Pompano Beach. Haitians stand with us. I have a great, huge respect for the Haitian community. Haiti, all the islanders, you're not from Africa, only 100,000 people. I'm a doctor, I'm a PhD. I'm not saying for anything other than this right here. To the young lady, keep doing what you're doing. To the brothers that stand up for what you believe in, you're right, their time is over. Their time is over. But you guys don't have to, I wouldn't even have an ignorant person like that to say that if it wasn't for us, the freedom that they have, and they don't even treat their own people right. I lived in Kenya for 10 years. I have an office there right now in Nairobi. Ugandans, they're ignorant. I meet with them at the World Strategic Forum in Miami, right there in the Gables. I fly down every year from Atlanta. He's ignorant. Young lady, don't have me on your podcast. He is a detriment to us, to Black people all over the world, if you want to
Okay,
call us
hold
Black.
on. You got to land, David. And let me tell you something, because I got family from Pompano. Them Haitians do not stand with us, dog. Why you set
And
up here and talking about
also, people need to hear
No,
what
no,
they
no.
say.
Well,
People need to hear. They need to know. It ain't. We ain't gonna have it all behind closed doors in they little enclaves. We got to get the word. People need to hear.
well, let me
Okay,
tell
go
you
ahead,
something.
Marone.
As I said, I grew up
I'm
in
just saying, you
Pompano.
call yourself King David, bro. And this is with all due respect. But if you grew up in Pompano, you know good, live, and well. They ain't stand with us in Deerfield, Pompano, West Palm, none of that. These people are new booty. They came
Well,
later. And none of them stand with us.
well,
When that girl just got strange
okay.
fruited from that tree, what Haitian stood up for her? We ain't never had that happen in Miami like that,
When,
dog.
And you a
no,
sellout.
what I'm
You
saying
married
is,
to an Ethiopian woman. So miss us with
well,
all that.
hold on. Wait, ma'am. Love has no. Listen, I'm not. I'm for what is what I'm saying. Okay, let me go back and share something with you. When they were aligned, the Haitians, as I said, I'm 60 years of age. When the Haitians first came over, this is back in the 70s. I was born in 1966. Okay, what I'm saying to you is that the new generation. If you go back and look at my thread, I said the older generation, the ones that I grew up with, were not like the. I'm not sure where anybody's on this, whatever. She's my second wife, by the way. My first wife and I divorced when I was in my younger days. I respect women of color all over. I didn't marry her because she was an Ethiopian. Love has no color about it. I was living abroad. What I'm saying is to you that I'm not sure about the younger Haitians that are there now, the ones probably at 18 to maybe 40, 45, but the ones I grew up with, when there was only a few, were not like the ones you may be experiencing now. And you're absolutely correct. Deerfield, and I know that because a Haitian posse killed a cousin of mine in Palm Beach. So yes, the young, and if you go back and look at my thread to the young lady, I sent this out. I said that the older generation is not like the young ones. So if anybody's on this call maybe between ages 18 and 45, you probably are seeing a difference. I'm just saying to you that the ones I grew up with, they stood with the people there.
No, they didn't, because there's a whole documentary saying otherwise. And the Black Americans got displaced out of their jobs down there from Miami to wherever these people touch. Same thing going on in Ohio. They done took over a whole village over there in Indiana. It's horrible. And now they started making it out here to Texas. These people got to go home. And that's why TPS is up. They didn't, it don't matter which generation of Haitian it is. Not one Haitian. You just heard a whole Haitian advocate on live television network with the whole DNC behind her literally look crazy as I don't know what than a bed bug and literally say that immigrants build America. Haitians particularly. How
Oh
can you
no,
build
no, no, no,
America
no,
when you
no.
didn't even build
No,
Haiti?
no. Oh no, brother, what I'm saying to you right, listen to what I'm saying. I stand for those of us who are from here. If you don't follow the rules of the bloodshed that my folks put on the line as indigenous folks, then you got to go back. I'm not aware of what you're saying about for this. I do know that the Somalis, that the Ugandans, you have certain factions of the Nigerians. Okay, I have friends in all these different places. And I'm saying to you that you're absolutely correct in what you're saying.
Right. So
But what
don't
I'm
say
saying
that
to
they
you
stood
in
with
all
us, because they never
sincerity,
stood with us.
no, as I said, I can only say of my experiences with the ones that I dealt with. As I said,
Okay,
I'm
you
60 years of age. I'm not
say the
going to,
ones that you know. That's the ones you know. But the ones that the rest of
right,
us know,
right.
they not standing with us. I'm just letting you know. I'm from Florida. Okay, I'm from Central Florida. I especially go to Orlando. They done
Orlando,
almost took over Pine Hills. I'm from Daytona originally, but I lived in Orlando for 7 years. And these people, you go to the store, they all staring at you crazy. They look crazy. Their whole family staring at you crazy. We need to hear these people. This dude right here, Vision 13, just wait on it. He gonna crash out. I could put my top dollar on it.
King
So
David,
that's
where
what I'm
your
saying.
parents from? Sorry, Maroon. Where your parents from, King David?
my mother was born in the great state of Mississippi. My father from Tennessee. As I said, I'm indigenous American. Cherokee Choctaw is my bloodline.
Something ain't right, but okay.
Something ain't
It's just
right.
a Pan-Africanist,
Okay,
so
tell
that's
me the
how they
what.
are down there. Them older people down there, they're Pan-African, and now a lot of them got to start pulling the stuff back because that Pan-Africanist stuff is what messed up Florida. The Pan-Africanist movement went all up and down the East Coast. You see what I'm saying? And they really tried to mess with our ancestral homeland. These people are on sacred land in Florida. You see what I mean? Florida is very
Oh,
sacred land. That's what I grew up learning. We had the Miami tribe, we had the
absolutely.
Seminoles. The Seminole WR almost bankrupt the United States government. Ain't no Haitian a part of no Seminole tribe. And Seminoles are a multitude of tribes coming together. It's not just one. That's a big misnomer. But the point is,
Absolutely.
they're on ancestral land, messing with stuff, not helping us out, moving around our history, and they get in the way whenever we're trying to get to the white tea supremacists. The Haitians are proud people to block FBAs from putting BTA to white tea supremacy. That's my main reason for wanting them gone. I see they treat each other trash, but when you get in the way of me and my enemy, you are my enemy now. That's a declaration of WR. You've chosen a side, and they chose a side. So now they got to go back home. TPS is gone. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going into the military to defend the country for these idiots. I'm going in there to defend for my kids, my nephews, my people's children, the women of my village. That's what I'm doing. The Haitians ain't on that kind of time. They never been on that kind of time. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue with why some people want us to only claim the indigenous thing. We got a dude come up in here acting like he's the chief Arawak, and the dude talking about some Haitian empire. Ain't no goddamn Haitian empire. They unalived all their maroons. They're not the same people who was in 1804 that they keep shouting with. So that's what I put. That's why I go in on these Haitians,
To
because
answer the
we
young
help them
lady's
out too much.
question, you said something's not right, ma'am. I know my.
No, but we got to move on.
I have whatever it is.
Or your mic is messing up. I'm sorry. His mic is messing up, and we got to move on because I can't even hear them like that. All right. Shakir. Serving Shakir. Hold on. Let me cut your camera.
Greetings.
What's going on, fam? Yeah. You want everybody to let your ethnicity know for the room?
Yeah. Black American, excuse me, y'all. I'm up here working out. Black American.
All right, you want to adjust the prompt?
Yeah, could Black Americans thrive outside of the United States? That's a good question. I went traveling all around the world when I was 19, 20. And I'm not gonna lie. When I first landed in Spain, I jumped on a train and I started to, train all around Europe. I was ready, y'all, to really listen to all this other music and all this other stuff out there. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm finally outside of the US. But then what I heard was Coolio coming on the radio. I've been standing all my life, living in this gangster's paradise. I was like, what? I was like, hold on, I'm in Europe. Anyway, like a long story short, I kept hearing about our culture everywhere we went, right? And I was running into people everywhere. They're like, when they knew I was from America, their whole energy shifted like I was a damn celebrity. I was a 21-year-old kid, dreadlocks in my hair, hanging long, traveling around the world with my homies. And I'm telling y'all, man, I was blown away by the effect Black Americans have. People were looking at me like, hey, Bob Marley, doing the Michael Jackson dances and stuff in front of me. I'm like, damn. Anyways, we can thrive. Yes, the answer to the question. Absolutely. We can thrive outside of the US. And people will give you their home, their beds. We don't need all that because we got our own. But I'm just saying, if you need anything, they'll give you everything. And if you really don't have anything, that's how they put me up when I ran out of money. Again, I was a young kid back then. So I'm just saying, like, we can thrive and thrive very well. And it's easy. And yeah. Now, I did want to respond to the brother, but I'm gonna land right there. If you want to, give me some more time a little bit, I want to respond to the one gentleman that was on a minute ago. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, Black Americans, I think that one brother had came up and he was really dropping some science about how we can thrive and what's going on. I just wanted to kind of build and plant some gems in his footsteps. You know what I mean? Build off that path. I'll be brief. So let's just see. Black Americans. I just wanted to drop this for the brother that I think he was a Haitian or something. The brother came. There was a Haitian dude. He rebutted him, and then I'm going to expand off of his rebuttal. So pretty much, Black Americans. Let's see. We got 57 settlements that we built in the state of Texas. Black Americans. That we did without any other Black foreigners. Black Americans, we got 80 towns that we built over the USA. That was ours. And we did that without any other melanated foreigners. Black Americans, first, second, third, and fourth digital revolutions. Industries, revolutions without any other help. Black Americans, meaning FBA, annual buying power, $2 trillion. So, okay, now remember when Homeboy said the slave thing, he was like, they got the slave mentality or they're slaves. I'm like, damn, with $2 trillion buying power, let me get with those slaves because I never heard any slaves that had that type of, buying power. So again, I'm almost done. Again, Black Americans, FBA. There's over 2 million Black American millionaires. Over 2 million Black American millionaires. That's 4% of the FBA population. Again, Black Americans. We got 9 billion billionaires. Again, Black Americans. 50 FBA, one out of every 58 household members. One out of every 50 FBA households, they earn more than $1 million.
Hey, so you gotta land your plane, honey.
That, we can land it right there, love. Thank y'all.
You welcome. Hey, Vision.
You can drop me down. Thank you.
Okay, you welcome. Have a good day.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Me, my opinion on this, I
Yeah, well,
believe
what's your ethnicity first, real quick, Vision?
you know I'm a Haitian, love, because
I forgot. I forgot. I
I
gotta
came
ask
to your
you.
life all the time.
I
FBA, you
know.
see, FBA
Listen.
called me earlier on his comment.
Okay, well, I just gotta ask for the new people in the room.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Okay, you want to address the prompt?
yes, I believe you guys could strive anywhere you guys go, because anywhere you guys go, one thing you guys have to understand: people always respect you guys and always open the door with wide open. So, and then the question is for FBA, that's with King David earlier, have an issue saying Black American, or we don't get it, we Haitian never support you guys. We never get along. We never have that. We never have a mutual agreement. But I think that's small, because I grew up in Miami, between Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Broward, West Palm Beach. Between the Black American and the Haitian, we really have a good relationship in the area. I don't know or the state or the city, but down there where I grew up, bro, is a different scenario. And then I don't know if FBA know that, since he from Florida, one of the biggest Haitian gang is have a lot of Black American affiliate to in there
The
called
what?
Z,
What'd you say?
which mean what I'm saying, the thing like you saying, like we never have a good relationship
Yeah, we
with
never
Black
have. Y'all
American.
don't integrate with us.
That's
Y'all
not
made your own enclaves. Point
no,
taken,
that's
Lil
not
Haiti.
no, listen. That's not true, my man.
So what's Little Haiti?
What you mean? What's Lower Haiti? Lower Haiti, low. Do you know the history behind Lower Haiti?
When was Little Haiti established? What year?
That was
You don't even know.
that was it. That was early 1990.
So what was it before it was Little Haiti?
I don't know.
Right. And that's the issue right there. You guys are proud buffer classes. You don't know the history
Okay,
wherever you're going. You just flee to a place. You don't care about the indigenous inhabitants. You came over here. There's
okay,
whole documentaries
okay.
about this.
What
Go
about
ahead.
Lower Havana? Why
Stop.
you ain't say nothing about
Don't
Lower
deflect to
Havana?
Little Havana when you're talking about Haitians. We already addressed the
Because
Latinos.
because we
Now we
all
on you. We
because
on you.
we
What
all
about Little
immigrant.
Haiti?
So which means if you talking about somebody coming trying to take over
Your fellow Haitian
take
just said it.
over,
Little Haiti was Lemon City. And what was Lemon City? What was that consisted of? What did Lemon City consist of before the Haitians came?
it was a Black American town.
Okay, thank you. And how did it turn
Okay,
into Little Haiti?
okay. What about Little Havana?
Okay,
That's
no, no,
not
no, no, no.
that's
No,
right
what
there
about
used to
Little
be.
Haiti? What about the
Is this
subject at hand? What
what
about the
okay
subject at hand?
okay? What about Chinatown?
No,
All
what
the
about Little
people that's
Haiti?
coming that's build their own town.
See,
Why
I
you
told you it was gonna
guys
crash
don't?
out. You don't
No,
you don't want to have a
listen.
serious conversation.
I'm gonna
And
have
there's the thing. This is a perfect opportunity for you to be honest. This is a come to God moment to where you can be like, you know what? We effed up. We delineated from
listen.
the Black America as soon as we got here. We
Listen.
took we
Okay.
we
All right.
worked with the
Listen.
government and the Cubans and all these other people to take
All
over
right.
a land that wasn't
Let me
ours.
ask you a question,
And now we're
FBA.
getting packed up by ICE. This is where you guys
Okay.
need to have that come to God moment. This is a come to Jesus
No,
moment.
listen. That's one thing. Listen, one thing I always telling all the Haitian, man. The Haitian, we have to go to build our own country. That's facts. That's 100% fact. We have to go. You feel me? But what do you think? We never have a relationship.
Can
You
you
betrayed
ever?
us, man.
Can
You
you
betrayed
show
us.
us?
You
Okay,
betrayed
how
us,
do we?
Hold
okay?
on,
No, no,
hold
no, no,
on,
no,
hold
no.
on, straight
Okay,
no chaser. Hold
no,
on.
no, 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 no. For me
Visions, you
to
gotta land your
betray,
plane because you got people that wanna
listen.
reply to you.
For me to betray you, you have to welcome me first. But if you never welcome me,
We
how can I
did.
betray you?
What? Oh my
Let
God,
me
Vision. Vision,
Yeah,
they just
go ahead,
explained
Greg.
to
Go ahead.
you. They just explained to you, and there's another sister on here as well from Florida that just explained to you that you moved into the black community and flooded it so much that you took
What
it over and
the Spanish
created.
men move into the
Hold
black
on,
Hold
community,
hold
they
on,
on,
hold
hold
flood
on,
us.
on,
Vision,
hold on.
Vision, Vision.
Go
This
ahead,
isn't
Greg.
adversarial, bro. This is just a conversation. We're having a conversation and we're being real. So let's be real. You guys took over a section of Florida, bro, and you didn't include no black Americans. And you spazzing out is not a valid response to the questions that are being asked of you. So this shows us that you really don't have a relationship with us because you can't even communicate properly with us. Nobody's called you out. Nobody called you any names. Nobody shitted on your country. We're asking you about how you guys are buffering, how the little Haiti came about, and that you don't include yourselves in Black America. That's a fact, bro. You created a whole GANG in response to Black Americans.
Tell them.
So don't come on, don't play that game with us,
All
man.
right. Visions, you gonna reply, and then straight no chaser, you gonna go after Visions goes. And then favorable, did you wanna say
She
you
was
wanted to
next.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. My bad. Okay, favorable and then straight no chaser. Go ahead, Visions.
All right, all I'm saying, every nation coming to America build their own community. And the only community you guys have issue with is the Haitian community.
That's false. We don't
But
want any immigrants here, but you're talking about Haiti right
no,
now.
but
That's the only reason why we're talking about Haiti.
yeah, but the same area you're talking about, a there's a Cuban community right there next to it.
Do you understand what address
It's
people as they come means? Do you know what that means? Like
listen,
you're Haitian, you're here, and we're just addressing you right now. We got smoke for all immigrants. We don't want none of y'all here, to be honest with you. It's not your ancestral homeland. That's all we're trying to say. Favorable, favorable child.
Yes. Hi.
Hey sis, hey,
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm sorry.
doing all right, doing all right. You wanted to rebuttal him?
So I want a rebuttal, period, because I heard the other gentleman, King, that was up there.
1 second. What's your ethnicity, sis? We're gonna restart your clock.
Oh, hello. Thank you for having me on the panel. Peace, power, and reparations. Hello, Love's World. I love your show. I always on here commenting. Peace and blessings to the panel. Hey Greg. What's up, Greg Nice? I know Greg Nice. What's up, fam? So I just wanted to actually I'm gonna go with the prompt. It says, could Black Americans thrive outside of the United States? Yeah, we can. We're the best. We're awesome. We can assimilate in any proximity. We can we are our own and we always stand out. I just want to say, like, I'm from Pennsylvania. My family, I trace my lineage back to Monroe, Virginia. So I'm Poomonkey Indian. So like I assimilate with Black American, of course, FBA, of course, Negro, Indigenous, all that. But I wanted to actually like go a little bit deeper into the Florida thing because I'm in Orlando. So when I moved from Georgia, it was all Black. That was like 10 years ago. And it was awesome. Like all Black people, I'm thinking, oh, I'm coming down here to Florida. It's going to be Black people. No. When I met my Haitian brothers and sisters, they looked at me and was like, because I was like talking to them and they're like, no, we're Haitian. We're Haitian. Immediately off the rip told me they're Haitian from the rip. and the Jamaicans as well. They delineated immediately because I'm thinking everybody's the same. I didn't know no better back then. So assimilating, just like getting myself together. Even at work, they stand alone. Even they let me know. Like, I speak two languages. You don't speak Spanish. You don't speak, French. So they let me know that I am on my own because I am the only Black American there. So there is no assimilation. Secondly, I will say this. I do have a couple Latino friends. They kind of make me feel more welcome than the Haitian people down here, than the Jamaican people down here. I'm not going to lie. I do have a Jamaican neighbor. Me and her are like sisters. But other than that, I have one kind of Haitian friend. She's cool. She's sweet, but they don't F with us. Me and my Black American girlfriend that is from up north, and I'm gonna land my plane. I met her down here when I first came like 10 years ago. We went to a Caribbean market on West Colonial, and it's a Caribbean market, and them women was looking at us like we were crazy. I think they're jealous. I think they don't like us because we look, we have a certain standard. I mean, I'm a woman of a certain caliber, so I hold my standard very high. I'm not gonna lie, but they look at us
Okay, land your
in a
plane.
different. Okay, they look at us in a different manner, and they definitely don't assimilate, and they don't want to be connected to us. There is no unity with them, and there's no unity with us. So I stand alone, and I'm gonna continue to stand alone. BLACK all day. And I just wanted to say, thank you guys for allow me to speak, and peace, power, and reparations.
Shout out to that. And watch
Yeah.
out for them Latinos because they are even more racist than them Haitians. Well, they're
I agree.
Latino too.
I
Just
agree. And
watch your back.
I do. And that's why I stand alone still. They know me because I've been down here for 10 years. So they know how I am. I'm quiet. I stay to myself, but they see the realness in me. So they start, trying to latching onto me. And other than that, I just stick to myself. So thank you so much for the advice, brother. I appreciate you.
For
Peace, power,
sure.
reparations. I appreciate y'all. Y'all can drop me down. Just wanted to say that.
Okay, you could hold on. Okay. All right, straight no chaser. What's going on? Pimp.
What's that? What's that, partner? Real quick. Let me tell you something. To the Africans and the Caribbeans, we could see the Europeans, we could see the Latinos, because I never trusted them. We can see the Asians, East Indians, and the Arabs. You look like me. I've seen some Caribbeans, not too many Africans, because they got their own look, but some Caribbeans look just like me. And that's what caught us off guard. Back in the day, if I'm from California and you from New York, back in the 40s, 30s, 20s, 50s, we knew we were going through the same stuff. So the head nod, you black, and we Black Americans thought you black, you black. Now we understand, it's not colors, it's where you're from, it's cultures, it's experience. You Haitians and Africans came to our community. We opened our arms, welcome, brother, and you looked at us like we was crazy. We got it now. It's okay. We know we're not sensitive, but you messed up. If you would have just been respectful, we tried to hug and love you, you people. You can't take care of your own continents where you're the majority of people, 1 billion plus people, and you're getting slapped around in Jamaica, the Asians, everybody. It's okay. We still love you. And we wish you the best, but we done with y'all, man, because you're disrespectful. You fooled us. We got it. It's over. And we can never go back. We can't trust you. It's all right. Go home, have a little self-respect, make whatever you have in Africa, make it work for yourself. Stop blaming everybody. We haven't done nothing to y'all, but try to love y'all. It's okay. We over it. Go home. Stop running to Europe and Asia. Go home. All right? You fooled us, but it's over. Peace and hair grease. Love you. I'm out.
Okay. Hey, I think Zandria, you was next, but I moved you. Wasn't you next?
Yeah.
Hey, lovely. Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
hey, Zandria.
What up, sis?
What's up, Maroon? Hi, hey, Greg. Hi. I almost said G Money.
That is G
You say
Money.
that too. It's
No.
okay.
I know that's your name, but I almost said the whole G Money crack pipe. How you doing?
Don't say that.
Oh, that's funny. That's classic, Greg. I love that. Everybody needs to watch New Jack City like 10 times in their life. Anyway, I'm gonna reply to the prompt. Could Black Americans thrive outside the United States? Absolutely. We're already thriving outside the United States. It's a good number of us that live outside the United States. And I want to say this, I want to preface this. I think a lot of people, and particularly melanated people who come from the diaspora, I don't think you all really understand how many of us that actually exist. I think you all like to follow behind the white T Anglo-Saxon narrative that it's only 29 million or 32 million of us. And that's just simply not true. They like to espouse this 13% population. I've been saying this before recently, and I'm going to continue to say it again. We've been at 13% pre-Emancipation Proclamation. So if we were at 13% pre-Emancipation Proclamation, how in the hell are we 13% in 2026? So we as Black Americans understand where that kind of data and that kind of information is coming from. We know the source of that particular data. We understand that that data lacks total and complete integral quality, right? And lacks total and complete integral equity. So just so you know, it's way more than 13% of us. So my point is, we are already thriving outside the United States. It's a lot of us. And not to mention, on top of that, we're globally known, we're globally respected, and as we already know, we're globally emulated. So I'm not saying that we can just go anywhere and we're just welcome with open arms, but damn near. Damn near. We can go to any given country and there's Michael Jackson on billboards, there's Prince, there's Whitney Houston, there's Malcolm X, there's Muhammad Ali. And when I say literally any given country, that's a fact. Any given country. Also, Black Americans travel. We absolutely travel. So I've been to quite a few countries and I've laid eyes on it my damn self. So I'm not just arbitrarily making this up, you know? So absolutely we can thrive outside of the country. Absolutely, for many reasons. We're already doing it. We already have planted our flag in whatever said countries we decide to move to. And because we are already globally known and globally respected and globally copied and globally emulated, it's quite easy for people to gravitate to us, probably even more for us to gravitate to them. So, yeah, that can absolutely happen. We not only can we thrive outside the United States, we also have absolutely, and I'm going to land really quickly. We absolutely have no problems building communities outside. Somebody has a hot mic because who is that? Anyway, we absolutely can build communities out, even if it's outside the country. We have the evidentiary equity to prove that even post emancipation, even post Reconstruction, we built thriving communities. Thriving communities post Reconstruction. We've done that numerous times. They BOMB'd us down and we did it again. They BOMB'd us down and we did it again. So we have that kind of ingenuity. And we also have that kind of assertiveness to do so. So it's not a misnomer that we are one of, if not the most thriving group of people in our land.
Thank you, Andrea. Now we got Florida. Thank you, Zandria. Florida boy.
How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing? What's your ethnicity?
Oh, I'm Black American. Yeah, I was only reason I wanted to come up because I wanted to ask the lady, but she got off. She was saying that in Orlando, that it was a lot of Haitians and Jamaicans and all that. So I wanted to ask her what part of Orlando she was talking about.
I
Cause
was talking about that as
she
well.
can't talking about Orlando. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all all throughout Pine Hills, bro. You Haitian, right?
Yeah. No, I ain't Haitian. I'm Black American. What I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Okay. Okay, Orlando is Orlando. If you're outside of Orlando in suburbs, it's no telling who out there. But in Orlando, it's a lot of Black Americans in Orlando. But now if you're on the outskirts
Where y'all at?
of the city,
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I came up
No,
because
I'm saying like where can I find the Black Americans at? Like where y'all be? Where y'all be? I've been here 5 years and I've been looking for y'all. Where y'all
what
at?
what part of Orlando
I'm
you
in
live in?
Claremont.
You in Claremont?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
west of Orlando.
that's
I
not
know, I'm
Orlando. That's
saying,
what
but
I'm saying.
I go to Orlando
It's
if
old
y'all
city.
be somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm saying in Orlando, like down off Orange Blossom Trail and all that.
Nah, fam.
No.
Okay, listen, dog.
What?
That's
Listen.
where you
Yeah,
OBT
going.
she
though.
out there in the country by Davenport. That's
No.
way out. I thought it was Orlando too, but yeah, that's another whole city.
Yeah, that
Davenport
even
ain't
Haines City, the
Davenport.
Haitians are now starting to
That's
lead
Polk
up.
County.
Listen,
I'm
bro.
in
The
Polk
Haitian.
Exactly.
County.
But
Listen,
that's
the
my
Haitian.
point. They all lot of they in Orlando and all around Orlando. We have moved
Yes, that's the
outside of
point. That
Orlando.
bro, that's the point I'm trying to make. It's a lot of Haitians and Jamaicans in Haines City, but because Haines City is an agricultural town.
What
When they
about
first
Pine
start coming to
Hills?
America, they work in agriculture.
What about
That's
Pine
why there's a lot
Hills?
of them in Haines City and Bartow and all them type of
Wait
places.
a minute. What about it'll be a bunch of them over there by Pine Hills and stuff, walking around like Hiawassee and Silver
Yeah,
Star and
Hawassi.
all
Yeah,
over
I
there.
got some Korean people from New York and Hawassi. Yeah.
Yeah, OBT is Latino, dog. Come on now.
Yeah, listen, in Orlando, okay, back in the days,
It's
it was it,
Pine
it
Hills,
was a
Orlando.
lot of Black Americans and a lot of Latinos up there. Everybody else that migrated up there. Anywhere where it's agriculture, you'll find a lot of immigrants because in their country they work at agriculture, like
No, that's
chopping
where
sugar
we at.
cane and all that type of stuff.
Dog,
Huh?
We in Bartow, Polk County, Tampa. We not really in Orlando like that no more. And I'm a proof. And to my point, Scott Frost is even specifically asking Black Americans to move back to Orlando because the economy's going to trash over there with all them immigrants.
Yes, yes. Listen what I'm saying. When they start moving into Orlando, a lot of people from Orlando, they went to move into like Winter Haven and all the other places and buying houses and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But they
All
not
the
in Orlando,
outskirts.
dog. We going back
Huh?
to Orlando. We not really in Orlando like that no more. Maybe you know something different. Maybe my 7 years of living there, I had a different experience. But
Hey, bro,
it's a lot of
listen,
cosplay.
listen what I'm saying, bro. Bro, I got family members in Orlando, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm talking about Orlando. I'm not talking about the outskirts of town, bro.
Right, that's your experience though. But I'm telling you, my
That's like
experience.
that's like Davenport. Davenport is not Orlando.
Yeah, we know
It's
that, but
it's
hold
right by
Not
on.
Orlando.
Hold
Orlando.
on. We know that. We know Claremont ain't Orlando. We know Davenport ain't Orlando. We know what Polk County is, Orange County, and Lake County is. My thing is
Osceola.
this: is Pan Hills? That's Orlando, right? Over there by Silver Star and
Yes,
Hiawassee.
Mercy
Yep.
Drive.
Yep.
Yes.
West Orlando.
Right.
West Orlando. Yep.
Yeah, that's Orlando, and it's a lot of flip flops around there. It's a lot of mean mugging when you go. When I don't go to the beauty supply now, but my experience since I've been in Florida, it's a lot of people in there speaking another language, working in the beauty shops like crazy. I mean, the beauty supplies like crazy, all in the lash places, in the nail shops, speaking them languages. A lot of flip flops walking. A lot of them at the bus stop leaning on each other.
Yep.
Look,
Hard wigs, hard
yeah,
It's a
stares,
lot of
yeah,
hard
shady. I
talking
used
faces.
to live
heavy.
in Florida, lovely. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to find the Black Americans since I've been here.
Hey, the whole damn airport is Spanish or fucking Haitian or
Right,
Yes.
right.
We all can't be lying, dog. Listen, bro. I love Florida. I love Florida. Everybody up here know I love
Bro,
Florida.
I'm not.
That's the
Listen, bro.
crib.
I'm
But
not.
From
bro, we gotta be
I didn't
honest.
Orlando,
come up
hold
with a.
on, Florida.
I didn't
From
say you was
Orlando,
lying.
we got to
See
keep
that
it a
what I'm
buck
saying.
here. We got to keep it
I never
real.
said you're lying.
I ain't say you lying
I'm
either.
keeping it a
I
buck.
didn't
I'm
say you
keeping
were
it all the way a
lying.
buck.
I'm
I'm
saying two things can
saying,
be true at the same time. But you
right.
have family there. That's different. I know people who families built the highways in Orlando. You see what I'm saying? They're Black American, but they get
Yeah.
marginalized out of the city, though, dog. That's what I'm saying.
Orlando down. It's a
Yes.
lot, like Lovely said, it's a lot of mean mugging, it's a lot of shady shifting, it's a lot of flip flops walking around
Hard
that thing
wigs.
from
Yeah.
Orlando, Tampa, and down South Florida. Yes, because I
Shit,
used
I
to
thought
live in
y'all was talking about
Tampa.
Crocs.
I lived
When
in
y'all said flip
Gainesville
flops, I
and
thought y'all talking
Tampa.
about Crocs.
No, not
No,
Crocs. We talking
no.
about flip flops.
She's speaking facts. She's speaking facts.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Orlando is full of immigrants, dog. I ain't gonna lie. From
Oh
Alafaya
yeah,
to Pine Hills to
bro.
Disney
It's a lot of them
to
there,
out.
bro.
Yeah, come on, dog.
It's a lot of them, bro. I'm not
But
saying it's not a lot of them, but what I'm saying, it's Americans up there too. But
I
it's a
I
lot of
know
them there,
that.
bro.
Obviously, we
Yeah.
everywhere, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying the majority now is hard. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, they done flooded the place, bro. It's flooded
okay,
everywhere,
Right.
bro.
The
all right.
last
That's
bastion is
all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Jacksonville, yo. Like all my family in a lot of my family in Jacksonville, B. And that's the last bastion of Black American, and even that is getting overrun kind of by the Jamaicans.
Yep.
They up
Bro,
there.
And Haitians in
they
Jacksonville is
Africa.
flood
getting
they
flip
flooding
flops,
everywhere, bro.
Greg.
And
It's a
Tampa,
lot of
really the
flip flops
last.
in Jacksonville and Duval.
It is.
Duval.
All them team takeovers in Jacksonville, I just
Bro,
want
it
to make it
flooded,
known
bro.
those are tellers. Those are anchor babies. Those are not Black American children out there doing those quote unquote teen takeovers. Whenever y'all see them teen
But
takeovers,
we
it's
getting
not
to be the
FBAs.
face of it though.
Exactly, because they want to put that on us so bad. But let us delineate real quick and do a background check on all them anchor babies doing them quote unquote teen takeovers in Jacksonville, Indiana, uh, Connecticut, and all these other places. You're gonna find out very quickly those are anchor babies. Start checking hairlines with these children.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
telling you.
Can
straight
I
up
say
in
something real
Connecticut,
quick?
it's
This
all
is one of the
Jamaicans
main
doing it.
reasons why we delineating. This mess right here. This is one of the things that's on our Black American checklist. That's what I call it. It really is. Because y'all, we're not allowing the mess getting put on us anymore. Because a lot of y'all mess is put on us. And when we say put on us, just like Lovely said, we as Black Americans end up being a face for it. Because they'll say, oh, look at them Black people cutting up again, doing, and it's not even us. So we cutting a lot of that noise up out of here. We cutting the riffraff up out of here. A
Hold
lot of
on,
Black
baby.
Americans, we like peace and we like to make money, be with our families, mind our business, and look fly and keep it moving.
Yep, hold
That's
on.
really what we about. I'm
Yep.
sorry, Miss
That's
Love.
okay. Hold on. Do this. Do this. Do this. You want to unmute? I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, let's get to sliding a pigeon. So I mean a penguin. Sliding a penguin.
Ping. Nah, how y'all doing? Peace to the
Hey.
organizers. All
Oregon.
right.
What's your
Yeah,
ethnicity?
American Indian.
Okay,
He's
you
Jamaican.
answer.
You're Jamaican and Grenadian, sir.
I'm not Jamaican. I'm born in New York. I don't have no Jamaican relatives. Stop putting labels on me, bro.
Hey,
Please
yo,
stop.
we can hear it, man.
Like, please stop it, bro.
He said it
My
We
multiple
can
heart.
hear
times.
it.
Stop
Okay.
calling me Jamaican. Like, stop it, bro. I'm
All
born
right.
in New York
All
City.
right. You're a foreigner.
Stop
You
it.
want to address the prompt?
Stop it, bro. I'm born here. My parents is born in the Caribbean.
Dude.
Trump
There you go. Stop right there. Your
Trump
parents.
parents is
Well,
born
hold on,
outside the
brother.
U.S. too.
Slide
Can
peg
we
with
I
it.
just
don't
Hold
have no
on.
smoke for the
Okay, y'all.
YT
Let's
people.
let's
Only
hold on.
combat veterans.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
Only
trying to
just
get
let
to the
him
combat
prompt.
address
veterans.
the prompt.
You
Okay,
need to stop
Maroon.
this, Maroon.
I'm trying to
Hold
get to the
on.
prompt, sir.
I
Thank you.
know,
Thank you,
right?
host. Thank you. Thank you, host. Thank you.
No,
Thank
thank
you.
Maroon. Thank Maroon.
Yeah,
Go.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, address the prompt, please. Can you start this time,
Yeah,
Maroon?
we got whole inconvenience in
Yeah.
the YT house and smoke for us. What I'm gonna do? All right. Could Black Americans thrive outside the United States? Yeah. In some cases, yeah, they can. It just depends where they go. Do they have another community out there? I've seen as a combat army veteran that there's like many communities like all over the world. Like you'll see some in Asia, some in the Caribbean, some in Central America. I think on the outskirts of Panama City, you can get a nice house for $1,000 a month. You just gotta, if you see any blogs about it or something, or people that been there, whatever. If you speak a little Spanish, whatever, you know the area is safe, whatever. You could get a spot in Peru for like $200 a month. Like C-19 destroyed all these like chemical dope factories and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just think with logistics, YT people do it every day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could live in spots of America, but right now, this is not the best economy. It's not like 2-3 years ago. And anybody telling you it is straight delusional. Straight delusional. Gas gonna spike soon. Fertilizer is up. Tomatoes is up. The sun and the moon is messed up. I got tomato plants being burnt up. I'm a master farmer. Water them every day. There's something going on. You might see it or not. You got floods coming. The rainwater droplets is bigger. Some of my Arawak tribes, we got to study the moon and all that stuff. So they could call me all this and all that, whatever. But man, like this is some trying times right now. And that's what I'm going to tell y'all. I know a lot of people feeling this stuff, but this is a time to build allies. Build some allies and see how far things go. You know what I'm saying? The Bahamas is 50 miles away. Whatever. People could thrive outside. The dollar is strong. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, well, the first bridge I want you to build is go ahead and start teaching us that language, that Arawak language. So then we could start learning how to communicate with y'all properly, because clearly you're not learning how to communicate with us properly. So could you start teaching us some of that Arawak language? Penguin.
Yeah, if I greet you, I say Tagwe, hello. Ida Bukai, how are you? Waku Loko, where I'm from. So it'll be Brooklyn, Watu Kubuli, Shamahane, Ichiruga name, Florida.
How do
There's
you
many
say
different nations.
how do you say we don't need y'all in Arawak?
I don't know. You gotta ask the YT man that.
Okay. Well, I know how to say it in Black American. We don't need y'all. We never needed y'all. We
It
not
doesn't
ever
matter.
gonna need y'all. I'm just
It doesn't
hold on.
even it
I'm
doesn't.
just letting you know we ain't never gonna need y'all. We never needed
Yo, bro,
y'all
I never.
hundreds of years
Yeah.
ago. We don't need y'all now. We won WARs without y'all. We never signed treaties without y'all. We never did anything. We don't need y'all. We never needed y'all. We ain't never gonna need y'all. As a matter of fact, this is about to be an all FBA nation here in a couple of seconds. I'm telling you
Yeah,
right
bro.
now. And the YT people are going away. We had a whole bed wench come up here, got hostile with me because I pulled her card and I told her come back home because I knew she was a Caribbean, right? And she got offended when I started talking about how her YT boyfriend isn't even going to be on the face of the earth within the next 20 years. So our birth rates are going up. Our birth rates never went down, right? And that's why the YT supremacists try to include us in that.
Arawak spirits attached to him. He mocked the
What?
Caribbean language. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Keep mocking us. Don't worry about it. Let me tell you
No,
something,
I'm
right?
not mocking y'all. I'm just
No,
saying,
no,
I'm
no,
talking
no, no.
about
It's too
YT
late, bro.
people.
Yo, bro, it's
Listen,
too late.
listen close, because you keep talking about these tanks and you
It's
can't
too
hear.
late, bro.
I'm trying to
You ain't
land.
indigenous,
I'm just
bro.
trying to land,
You
sir,
ain't
and I'm gonna let you rebuttal me.
What you
All I'm
mean
trying
it's
to
too late? It was never an
you
option.
mocking, keep mocking my
I'm just
language.
saying the YT people are going away. It's over with. The jig is up. God had the last hand and said checkmate. He put the last ace down on the table. It's over with. We're done. Anyways, I land with that on top of his
So I put out a video, and it clearly shows that they had intelligence networks from the Antilles, which is the indigenous word for the Caribbean, to like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and in 1521, because Caribbean tribes had fled. Some Northern Arawaks had fled Spain and all that. They told the powerful tribe of the Calusa, which was mainland Arawaks, right? And when Juan Ponce de Leon came to set up like a little meeting and all that, they dipped the arrows in the mansional trees, hit him up, and he unalived in Cuba. Because of that, Florida was kept indigenous from 1521 to 1821. FBA, man, you could get ahead on the whole. Let me tell you something. Delineation started from Africa, bro, and that's cool. You can have your checkbox, you can have this, but when you talk about my language and what my people did, that's when things go real left. Some of them tribes are shaman link tribes, bro. Some of them tribes been here 10,000 years before any African came here.
ancestors
Attack
cutting out your
slave
mic.
ships. I put a video.
Yeah, see, you started talking about delineation started in Africa, the ancestors, and cut out his mic. All right. Did anybody else have a rebuttal for him?
Let's
Y'all
just
hear
go
me?
ahead and wrap up. Let's just go ahead and get to Miss T. Maybe she want to address the prompt, and we're gonna go on the end the stream for today.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go on right after you get done, Miss Love.
yeah, I
Okay.
calmed down because I'm sorry about earlier. I just couldn't believe that Mud Cookie had said that.
Okay.
He pissed me off. I'm sorry. Just I get real mad when people talk shit about us. But then I have to remember these same people literally eat mud cookies, you know? And I've never eaten a mud cookie. Wouldn't even know how to make one.
Miss T, you want to address the prompt, honey? The
Yeah,
new
yeah. I
prompt.
just wanted to tell you how I felt. I'm
I
sorry.
know,
Okay.
it's okay.
But could Black Americans thrive outside the United States? Absolutely. Yes, we can. We can thrive anywhere. We're respected. Our money is welcomed wherever we go.
Thank you.
And just who we are as a people, everyone would, we're welcomed wherever we go. And not to say that people aren't racist, but I do see that other ethnicities cosplay as Black Americans because they don't get respected as who they are. So I think a lot of them are ruining our reputation. But people know when we come through that we're going to show love and we're not going to come in and take over. And we're actually coming to visit. We're not coming to stay. We're not coming to infringe and take over and, do what these other people do. Enforce ourselves on people or anything like that. We just come and enjoy and spend
Thank
our
you.
money and enjoy and move on. So, that's the difference between a vacation and fleeing. But I guess I can land there. But I guess to just really quickly address sliding, I'm not really sure what all those facts equated to. But as Maroon said, we don't need y'all because what have y'all done for us lately? Yeah, we know. We know. Anyway, I'll go ahead and land there because I don't want to. I know you want to wrap up, so I'll leave it at there and be nice.
Shout out to Miss T. You know what I mean? Miss Love. I'm trying to see if she's still there, y'all.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Um, did you want Penguin to teach you some more of that Arawak language, or did you want to go
No,
to
no.
industry?
We about to
Okay, all
shout
right.
out to the chat. Y'all Maroon, if anybody looking for some more debates to go to or panels to go to, Maroon will be going live. Shout out to Miss T. She hold great spaces as well. Thank y'all so much, chat. Shout out to this chat, the YouTube chat. We really appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the gifters, all the panelists. We thank y'all so much, and shout out to the mods. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.